Well, fucking finally. Jesus, that took a lot longer than I had anticipated. I can tell you why. Oh, bit of a long story, but well, not really actually. I can keep it relatively short. Let me see. There's that. Thanks, more emails. You know what? I'm going to close that fucking email program now because I don't want to fucking hear it any longer. It makes me fucking insane. Insanity, thy name is not mine. Okay, why is my fucking... Oh yeah, that's why. So what to say, why is my cable of my headphone rubbing against my my zippy thingy on the hoodie? Well, because I haven't closed it in the right way. There's a very specific way you need to close it in order to avoid that. Gives you a nice headache otherwise having it in your ear the whole day. Rap. Yeah then. We'll give it a second to load on the YouTube site and then well, do a little bit of introduction and I'll tell you where the fuck we are and what we're gonna do from this point on. You can let's close all of the things. I don't have that in my way. Put it on silent mode so we don't have to listen to it and then we'll get some cool shit. Okay, I need to quickly answer that because that is actually important. Somewhat important. Am I seeing fucking... Oh, I am seeing fucking... That's new. Oh, yeah, right, I didn't... Yes, I did, didn't I? That's interesting. Oh, yes, I completely forgot about... Yeah, I need to do this tomorrow. Oops, sorry, I just need to... Remember that I needed to do something, which I kinda completely managed to fucking forget. For some mystical reason. I'm good at what I'm doing, I swear to God, but sometimes, you know, sometimes you just forget something and you're like, okay, that's good. Oh, man. Okay, so that has loaded. Let's see if... Is Twitch going to load or is Twitch gonna be a bitch? It's a question I always like to ask myself. Twitch is annoying me with something. Why is it annoying me with something? What do you want, Twitch? Twitch is like, yes, please let me just not do anything. Why are you not doing anything? Wait. See, usually it's fucking YouTube that is not moving at all. But now, this time it's fucking Twitch. Have you fucking finished loading Twitch? Yes, maybe? I think it has. Okay. We will just assume it has. Now then, we are going to switch things around like this. Oh. Well, that's great. I still have that one open. Did what? Ah, it has loaded. Well then, we can finally start. It's taken me bloody fucking forever to get here again, but we can finally start again to finish this. And if you take an educated look down at your, actually down or up, depending on if you're watching it on the phone or on the PC or whatever, take a look at the next clock and you'll see it's a bit late. A bit later than we usually are, and we shall do something relatively quickly. So, welcome back, first and foremost. Welcome back to more cool shit, namely some more trails in the sky. As I'm a bit late today, because, well, a few things overlapped, and I'll just give you the brief rundown, basically. I was over at my parents today, because they are actually going to move at the end of this month, so probably not gonna see them that well, often any longer. The kid I wanted to, be present also. There was good food on the table, so no, can't really say no to that, can I? When I came home, I was like, okay, I have all the time in the world to start streaming. It's awesome, because I was like 2 hours ago or so. And I found a nice little notification from the postman going like, yes, we tried to deliver a package to you, and you went there. I was like, oh, that's shitty. So, since you might remember, I don't actually have a car at the moment, I had to then walk all the way over to that fucking post office and get myself a little package. I had completely forgotten what it actually is, but, curiosity got the better of me. Then when that was finished, I actually had to do some Twitch fix, because Twitch was like, yes, you can be an affiliate now. Do you wish to continue? And I was like, that sounds pleasant. Yeah, probably. I wanted to play around with that a bit longer, but since I didn't really have a chance, because I actually wanted to get started with this one. Well, we'll see if that works. But, technically speaking, potentially, maybe, you could now actually get ads. Interesting, isn't it? And all the other cool stuff that you can do. I have no idea what that includes, but you can subscribe or something, and you can share or something. I don't know, something like that. I have to actually now, because, that was what I feared. Shitfoot came around and I'd be like, shit, now I need to actually read that. I need to actually learn how to do that and what to do and what options there are. Because otherwise I can't actually comment on it now, can I? Well, that aside, we are back in the final dungeon. As I said, I've basically walked through the multitudes of corridors, fought all of the tough monsters, right down to here, because I know what's next. Next comes a mini-boss fight, and then comes one more layer of labyrinths, and then comes the final boss fight, basically. That's not really that far. You can see I've changed the team a bit. Pretty damn well balanced. So without further ado, let's meet the ye old evil and see what happens, shall we? Because, yeah, this is the place where we're going to set up the next base camp with memory serves. And a virtued car. Who could it be? Yep, it's that bitch again. She really doesn't know when to quit, does she? What the hell are you doing here? Yeah, good point. We should have run into each other because there's only one way down. And she's like, nah, she knows the secret passage. Wormly ways has brought her down here. What could Antigua enter us? Actually thought I'd be so easily defeated. Yes. Pretty much. It seems that Granthal Castle has been taken. No matter though, once His Excellency obtains the shiny ring, it can be retaken at any time. Suppose that those with no place left to turn will cling fiercely to any dream, no matter how ephemeral. It's a bit sad, truly. Enough. Nothing else will not permit you to interfere with the Cardinal. For me, machine voice. Oh look, she has machine voice. Using the ancient machines. You don't care for being so carefully underestimated. Already collected an incredible amount of data since our survey here began. We've got one of these machines. Fuck you, woman, that word gives me a headache. I shall easily leave before no grasp. Why would you do something like this? Say whatever you wish. Now, come on. More machine libabs. We're gonna kill them. Well, the reason why I set up this particular team is basically speaking easily, is that arts are pretty much king, so not making use of them is kinda stupid, so having an arts heavy team is actually advantageous. Very, very, very advantageous. And so, well, to no one's larger surprise, I will make heavy use of it, especially White Gehenna, because White Gehenna is just that fucking good. Jerk, it hurts himself into confusion. Have we just flown outside of my area of influence? I hope not. Doesn't seem like it. Just a nice little round of good old-fashioned White Gehenna. Well, it's just a mid-boss, basically. It's not something I'm too fucking afraid of, honestly. Called for backup. Disgusting. No casting arts for you. But yeah, that call for backup. Kinda annoying of an ability, I'd say. Okay. That woman is gonna be dead soon. And she's like, I want a car starts too. And everybody else is like, no. You will not cast starts on me, woman. I mean, you have to say one thing about, you know, little Captain Amalthea there. She is at least fucking ridiculously annoyingly persistent. Yes, that's what I was looking for. After the sentence was like, what am I about to say? Yeah. Persistence is what I wanted to claim now. Probably not a bad idea to actually make use of my craft, namely... get what? The Sturm. Because randomly throwing in German is always a good idea. Also, my sound levels are playing with me, aren't they? This is not where I want you to be. Come on. Come on. Chill out. Need the perfect middle, you know? That's... yeah, that sounds like it should be. Just loud enough in my ears that I enjoy it. Okay, kill the last one. Shouldn't really take much in the way of work. Okay, everybody wants to get their turn first. It's like, let me prepare more! Yeah. Also, this dungeon gives such an amount of XP, it's not even fucking funny. Basically, if you want to just level everyone to level 40, this is the dungeon to do so. Wait to level 50 though. Oh boy. See, this game really clearly tells you that basically you're supposed to be playing at least, the very fucking least, 2 times. Because if you, I think this is around level 45 or so, you get like 1 or 2 in the fucking final dungeon in XPs. Yeah, no. That's something you wanna do. I think she's really heard of it this time. Yeah, sure. Let's make sure. Yeah, I don't think she'll be moving for a while. More importantly, since she was guarding this area, this is probably the way we need to go. Yeah, you're right. In that case, I'll have Zeke call the others here. Zeke! God fucking damn it. Being a German and just being like Zeke is not a good start, is it? Let's not finish that sentence, shall we? I was able to use that orbital reaction from before to calculate the size of these ruins. Looks like we're only at around the halfway mark. Yeah, at least there's that much covered. We can just rush ahead, but I'm getting impatient. Yeah, if I try to rush things, we'll likely just wind up lost. I have to take it slow and steady. Indeed, just taking it. To be as well prepared as possible when it comes time to confront the colonel. Indeed. One of those monsters are overpowered. Yeah, then that means these ruins. I've gone a long way down. We're still only halfway there. Maybe I'm over our heads, I think. Both literally and figuratively. And he's not lying about that. Instead, don't overdo it. Still have a ways to go. We can't afford to be reckless. Someone in here presents a challenge for us. The muscles are singing. He's like, I'm enjoying this at the very least. But hey, I've gotten this far without too much trouble. And I think we'll get the rest done too. Hopefully. Now, this is the way forward, as we have seen, so we'll go the other way and check that out first, and then... we'll see. Oh yeah, there's nothing there. Good. Now, since these ruins are a royal pain in the ass to navigate, at least for my poor brain, I'm actually going to, because I actually have a map for that. A rough map. Where did I put that? Probably here, didn't I? Yes, yes. Oh yeah, this is the document, just where is Pen Labyrinth? I'm sure I've named it like that or something else. Something? Mayhaps? I swear to God, I'm smart. That's not when I need to be. Oh well. Okay, there it is. And it should work. But I do need to zap around because I have made this map a bit too big, honestly. Not smart, but meh. We're turning back now. We need to prepare ourselves to face the colonel at any moment. There's simply no telling when the showdown will occur. Have you never played an RPG, old man? It's pretty obvious to foresee when we'll see him. So, this is also the dungeon where you find all of the best equipment in the game, the best weapons, apart from the ones you can get from the barista store. And some other things, actually. best armors in this game, and the best armors are actually sorted by gender. You get 2 for men, 2 for women, and 2 shoes for men, 2 shoes for women. That's basically it. It's like, yeah, deal with it. Now I need to get myself more quads. I mean, I've equipped this team with basically the best. Well, literally the best they need. Apart from that, I think that one I still need to replace for, I think, Olivia. I actually changed the team around in order to get myself the most amount of arts users. Chloe because she's good at healing, and Olivia because he's just good at bloody fucking casting, basically. Augment. Yeah, because you only have EP cut 2, you need EP cut 3. That means everything's gonna be cheaper to cast. Okay. Into the underground we go. Now then, this is normal chest. What? This fit up before wasn't enough. No chest. That wasn't. I mean, we're going to fight them until we're around level 40-ish. Yes, you just do. That's a new one. Let's try our luck. The good thing is I actually have haze on, which means they're not attacking me, and I can basically sneak behind them and always get the best advantage every fight. Yeah, that thing is tough. I don't really want to imagine having to fight more than one of them. That'll be a bit of a pain. But the experience though. So at this moment I'm still getting an asshole-ish amount of XP, which I really do enjoy. Jesus Christ. Here we go into the last one first. Of course, that is a normal chest. Yes. That is... Now that leads to nowhere. It's kind of hard to reach my own map, sadly. Less sad. Very sad, apparently. Less sadly indeed. These are more commonly known enemies. But honestly, you can't really hold back in these fights. I can tell you that much because, well, I can be honest with you. You'll regret that. There's a reason why they're worth that much XP, let's just say. That is also a treasure room of memory source. This is empty. Areas. That's a monster chest, okay. Actually, for every monster chest you actually have to save in this area. Because these are actually dangerous. Really fucking dangerous. Which means we have no other option than to go for a year kill move. Yasuo has the old kill move, I can tell you that much. He's pretty damn fucking handy. But these assholes can actually summon creatures, which is a bit of a pain in my ass, honestly, but... I don't really do much about that, can I now? So as you can see, little Olivia actually has the range thing, which basically means that you get more range covered with your arts, which is honestly pretty neat. Will you get a turn before me? Probably. Actually, I don't really matter much. You're gonna go for Chloe probably anyway. The small ones are relatively easy to kill, but they do some not so nice damage. So I kind of want to make sure everything works as planned. That's level 38. We have leveled up so much since we came here. Those have silken boots. Hey, close my lid. What? We're going to the barn. Even the chest is insulting me now. I like my team. You already have silken boots, right? Chloe. Come here, little Chloe. You're gonna get some silken booties. See? For women only. Just the silken booties. Silken booties. Okay, let me zip around on my map for a second. It's like I don't have a choice. I need to fight them all. I need all of the XP. I mean, at least level 40 should... I mean, you don't necessarily need to be precisely level 40, but it's 39 would be more than enough to deal with the final boss. Easily enough, I'd say. As long as you're not playing on fucking Nightmare. Fucking Nightmare? Oh boy. You wanna train up like a bitch. Otherwise, you'll actually run into a Nightmare. Yet much I can tell you. That's a normal chest, according to my notes. It's empty. If only yourself to blame. A point chest. A point. It should also be a normal chest. Yes. Maybe fight this one. Because the XP. Technically speaking, the monster chests are really good for XP because they give you like 100 plus XP. But those are not safe. You don't get any bonuses for, you know, ambushing your enemies, so if you're unlucky, and you can get lucky because those things do have abilities that royally screw you, you kinda need to be a bit tiny bit careful. This one is... I'm relatively sure this one is a monster chest. That was right. Well. That was such a pleasure to be right. Okay, your face. MG is preparing to use arts. It's an arts versus arts base. Usually that's not the sort of weapons race you're gonna get there. Also, ouch. Yeah, those hurt. Those hurt really a lot. And some atlas gear. I point at love, but I have no fingers. The chest needs to scream, but it cannot. Hey, Yoshi, do I have that? Do I have taken you atlas gear already? Yes, I have. Look at that. Best equipment. Let's the elevator down. And I think, according to mine, is that everyone set up My health is not great. I should probably do something about that. Estelle, my dear, could you costume Terrara? Just to make everybody feel a bit better about themselves. I said, like, sure. That's my pleasure, the only living reason I have. Okay. If not for leveling, I'd be completely skipping you. Remember when I came back in New Game Plus basically, and I was like, meh, I've done already. Put on haze, run around them, completely ignore them. Also the reason why usually when I get close to the end I stop actively fighting all the monsters. That's just no point to it basically. Because, you know, the final dungeon is a lot better for leveling purposes. That's a normal chest. Also a normal chest, yes. Yeah, another one of those kinds. You need to have the advantages against these. You really don't want to give them any opportunity to actually get away with attacking you. Because if they do, it's gonna hurt ya. And finish it. Finish it quickly. Wait a second, my nose is itchy. Okay, it's empty treachery, as I was about to say. That one, according to my files, is another one for the monsters. Yep. I mean, it's always good to, you know, be right about it. Okay. Just there like well, I'm gonna cast arts at you, and I'm sitting like are you sure about that? I'm gonna cast even more arts at you. The only disadvantage is that I actually take damage. The living is against the rules. Oh yeah. The triple bright one. This map I drew is really not good. It would be empty if we had taken the stuff in it. Fair point, fair point. You again. Moses says Shabam. Dress is empty. You're surprised. It will be a large amount to chest. Okay. Geben wir Cobalt. Was macht der? Don't like that. Don't want that. Shit, I made a mistake. Didn't actually reload that, did I? Ah, but that, I mean, I didn't fight enough to actually get his CP up again. That's what we in the business like to call a bit of a tough one. Confused itself, it hurt itself in the confusion. It quite literally did. Bam! Little sword attack, for no reason. The arc rod, that's first. Still empty. Well, technically speaking, not really a weapon you need. We need to backtrack a bit. Relatively sure, check this one. Hit it. Just wanted to make absolutely sure. The amount of enemies increases. That is pleasant on one hand, just makes it so that, you know, mistakes will become even more costly. If everything goes off well, we'd be making a good amount of XP here. If not, wow, that's gonna hurt. Nice amount of XP though. Rather pleasant. Okay, probably here. Okay, that should be another monster chest. Could be. It's always good to be right, isn't it? Okay, before we do anything, Joshua, it's your turn. They're like, oh, I gotta cast arts too. I hate that the self-destruct actually does not hit the, you know, enemies too. Because they should get the damage better too if they're standing too close, but nah. Just hashtag gets hit. Now this is Copper Blitz. Ask again later. Okay, chest. I'll come back. I think those I actually need because I don't have your best weapon. Come back. I knew you would. Yes. Deep. Got surprisingly well, all things considered. It's another one of those, I'm pretty sure. Yep. Same as usual. Black fan for win. And then just some nice and easy white Jeheda. Make sure that FC guys are all death. In hell, might you. Ash is only good in cock. And the Stella's gonna take the machine. Yeah. Another Valkyrie address? No. Okay, just. No reason to get involving. Another Valkyrie address. Excuse me, my nose is really itchy today for some reason. I don't really know why. But it's fucking itchy. That's annoying me. They immediately start losing. Don't you plan on giving me my stuff back? Nope. Yeah, of course there's another one. I'm not surprised. Just mildly annoyed. Kind of how the story goes, isn't it? What a... that was Olivia, wasn't it? Yep. Olivia level up. It's like, yay! Oh boy. I think there is at least one more mid-boss fight in front of me somewhere. Heal here. Bottom level. Look at that. Yeah, I think this is actually not a mid-boss. I think we're actually going towards the final fight here. Which means, yeah. Yeah, this looks like the fucking final level. I remember that much. Guess we're gonna have to face Colonel Richard soonish. Actually, use some items. That one. That is dead. Do I have anything that restores by chance some of my CP? I don't think I have any food with me. On another side. Okay. Hey, check it out. Maybe what this spot feels different from the other areas. I feel it. It's like some kind of massive energy flow. This is probably our last stop. Go buy everything and make sure we're ready before we go inside. Dave, if you had told me there was a fucking rest station here, I would have used that one. He was like, nah. You would have to figure it out on your own, don't you? Okay. Anything else? Anything else? Fine preparation wise? I don't think so, really. I don't think we need to do anything. I'm just gonna try our luck, basically. See what happens. I figured you'd show up. Correct. I couldn't see any scenario in which you would do otherwise. Richard, Queen's request, we had about stuck to your plan. Doesn't look like the gospel's working yet. We might still have time at break now. I'm afraid not. Why not? What is this Aureola thing in the first place? Why is getting it so important to you? Long ago, the ancients were granted the power of the Septarians, only treasures which could control the ground, sea, and sky. One of these treasures was the Aureole, a shining ring. It's true that it really existed and was no mere myth. You realize what it could mean for the country. You even begin to comprehend. For the country? Talking about using these ancient weapons to intimidate other countries. That must be it. Precisely. As you are no doubt aware, the world is lacking in political power among our neighboring nations. We have only a fifth of Calvert's population. We don't even have an eighth of Erebonia's military capacity. The sole superior aspect is our technology. That will not last. We need some form of real strength to avoid any chance of another invasion attempt. That doesn't mean we should count on some weird ancient weapon thingy. What about the outcome of the war 10 years ago? It happened because we had Cassius Wright with us, but he has left the military. Our great champion is gone. So the only ones who may enact miracles are the goddess herself, the hero beloved by her. That is why I established the Intelligence Division. It seems that information is our last bastion of protection against our enemies. In order to make the Intelligence Division as effective as possible, we searched all over the world to find some sort of decisive strange. Language is difficult, what can I say? Something that would invoke another miracle should disaster strike the nation again. If this is your miracle? Of course. Can you imagine any great miracle than this? Well, we're bracers, so protecting what's important is our job. That doesn't mean being so powerful that everyone else is cowed into submission. The greatest miracle of all is when people band together and fight to protect what they love. Nonsense. That's just one man. He didn't lead the Imperial Army on his own. A lot of people working like crazy together to protect the country. Fair enough. As work of all these people that brought the war to an end. And you're one of those people. I shall feel the same here now. Found out what you were planning, we didn't get it. And it's our will to help people that led us here. And I think that's miracle enough. I mean, considering how fucking far away we started, it is kind of miraculous that we actually... kind of neat. Even if it's not. I just believe that there's potential in anyone. Heck, everyone. If another war should break out in the future, we will do the same thing. Work together and do what has to be done to make it through. Not much about these ancient power, but I do know what that we can count on our fellow Liberians. Well said. Your outlook is admirable. It actually is. She's an absolute optimist, to put it mildly. I agree with you completely. You're strong indeed. Certainly not everyone is like you. Face to face with an incredible power, yet a satiate tension that is simply too much to bear. Put in far too much time and effort all for this. See no reason to turn back now. Just answer me one question. How did you know about this place, Colonel? What? Forbidden power, dormant for untold centuries, unknown even to Her Majesty. Say nothing of the elevator, right beneath the treasury that leads straight here. Seems extremely unlikely that you'd have found out about this place just by using the resources of the intelligence division. Well, also of this gospel. Mysterious augment, far more powerful than even the finest ever made in the Zeiss Central Factory. Where did you get it? I don't have to answer that. Wrong. I don't want to answer, because you can't answer. What do you mean? You simply believe that the Oriole would be here. And that if you used the black augment, you could control it. But you have no idea when or how you came to that belief, do you? Not wrong. That can be. I mean, you lost your memory, just like those other people. So what? Doesn't matter how I got here. Just that I'm here now. Look around you. I found what I was looking for, didn't I? These ancient constructs could never have been crafted with present-day techniques. I must continue down my chosen path. You truly believe in the path you've chosen and try to stop me. Succeed or fail, one dream will be realized, but the other crumbles to dust. Now, allow me to show you the artistry of one who studied under the divine blade. This is how it must be. And you will be given no quarter. I mean, if we lose now, that would be kind of pathetic. Ancient, we already know how annoying this is gonna be. We're gonna yeah, that's what it's called. I'm gonna cast a bit of a cloak up spam in our first round. Wrong direction. Are you really struck by that, Estelle? Pew, 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 pew. Everybody's healed. Take that. Enemy of the state. Afterglow smash. That does not sound good for me, does it now? Whee! Ouch. It really doesn't sound good for me. And Jesus fucking Christ, that hurt like a bitch. Ooh. That is some damage he did there, to be fair, but we've had worse, so to speak, so you know. I was gonna wait till you head out your ass to heaven. Resist. Yeah, because Chloe has actually the fucking whale locket on her. I mean, she's immune. I basically give it to her because she's the designated healer. If she stops casting spells, we're kinda doomed. If it comes to that, it is. But at the moment we have things well under control, I'd say. Yes, 1,200 left. Yeah, come on, do it again. Over the gas. We're lacking. The arsenal. Boy. It's weak. Pathetic. And many other adjectives that I could find. Impressive. I expect no less from the children of Colonel Cassius. That appears far too late. No! Well. Probably it is the race. But let's set on the mayor's artifact. Oh, the lights go out. Well, shit. Yeah, it's a total global shutdown. What was that? The global shutdown phenomenon. It's not like before. Like something was released. Warning. All personnel. Warning. Everything is talking. It is. First barrier on sealed areola device has been confirmed as no longer operative. Confirmed gospel has been activated. Device towers have been enabled. Bling! What the hell's going on? First barrier. Sealed areola device. That's all about, Colonel. I don't know. Didn't expect. First barrier has collapsed. Ring is emitting very slight interference. Destruction of seal on Ring Guardians confirmed. Our person should evacuate the sealed area immediately. Blong, blong. You still look derpy as fuck. What are these freaky looking things? Stay the toes. These are the Ring Guardians. These artifacts of the ancients too. I can't believe that. Gate sealed. All the power source recovered. System restart complete. Target coding is confirmed. Ring Guardian reverie. I'm resuming search for intruders. I'm not an intruder though! I mean, technically speaking I am, but I'm not an intruder though! Okay, it's not a good methods. Still is like, I don't give a shit. I know one of them is immune to magic, I remember that much. So we're gonna decide and then we're gonna beat the one that we can with magic. Also, you can summon things in memory source. Okay, that one's an ancient magic. Okay, so the right one goes first. Yes, but you're... Yeah, Joshua, don't you have a... Okay, Joshua doesn't have a stop thing. But you have one, don't you? Because that one on the right uses a heal if memory serves. On Reverie. Bit of a pain, to be fair, you know, having a battle boss that has a heal minion with him. Okay, stop copying my style. Cramping it. Nice. Yeah, that's kind of what you kind of want to move out of. Okay. Kind of, you would move. Yep, that still hurts like a bitch. Okay, you can't do that yet. Okay, we almost have him. As soon as he's done, we can completely focus on Reverie. Sadly, I think this is a multi-phase fight. Basically, it's 3 fights or so in a row. We count the colonel. I think now we can shadow spear you to death. Yeah, as long as he doesn't use his special ability, which would make us move somewhat fiercely. No reason to waste our abilities though. This is not the most annoying part. I think the summoning actually happens in the next part first, so you know, until then we basically have a bit of a time frame open to us. Ah, exploding things will be summoned. I remember that. Yeah, you're dead. So you would think. Hey, don't. Why won't it just drop already? Looks like there's some power left in it. Watch out! Bad. Now it's like, I'm mad now. LoH, Annihilation, Ring Guardian Reverie. Now resuming simulation activity. Okay, let's start off on the right foot. Good old-fashioned beatings. We'll show us a bit of black bang action. We'll start casting Red Gamer. Not much. No! See, that's why you need to use your things immediately. Because whenever one of those things dies, that thing gets to use its Death Rage. And it's not a nice spell. Nice G-Hammer. I hate it when he does that. Such an annoying ability. I mean, I get it, it's specifically there to be an annoying ability, yes, but still, it doesn't make it more bearable, now does it? Okay, almost full health again. No function, right undamaged, AA canceller jammed. Aww. How sad for you, isn't it, if you can't AA jam me any longer? Death Rage. Olivia like, no, my life, I sense. It shouldn't be that long until this next male fucking functions. Bam. So he summons another one. These things are luckily enough not that dangerous. I want to say. Not to say that they are dangerous to some degree, but you know, comparatively speaking, not so much. Malfunction, beginning self-diagnosis for battle damage. Laser inoperative. You'll die soon. We'll make absolutely sure of it. He doesn't really have much health left. 1,400. I think that should be enough. Because that means we have the nice ability where he cannot fuck with us any longer. Did we beat it? Yeah, at least none of the parts are moving anymore. Guardian. Seems like its goal was to destroy this facility. Destroy the seat of the aureole. The aureole was sealed along with it. Disabled, but said to be reactivated if anyone tried to take the artifact. Maybe the ancients were in dispute over the aureole themselves. But where is it then? And it's still fucking moving. But it's still able to move. It's ancient technology. It doesn't need to explain shit. It just can. Can't move my body. Well, we just had 3 consecutive boss fights, Chloe. I'm actually admitting that was a lot of hard work for once. Well, you sure still managed to move. Hey, look at that! Not a chance. No deal with this. Are you sure about that? Get out of here. Now. I barely survived fighting this thing the last time. I'm still ready for combat. Can buy you some time at least. I mean, he's a bit of a pain in the ass with his fighting style, so I guess he could. Look at him, being all snazzy, jumping around. He really did learn his techniques from that. Probably he did. What are you doing? Oh, nah. No. He was just impressed by your... Okay, your blade broke. That's a fucking stupid move. It's like, let me hit you straight with my blade, it's certainly not gonna break. What should we do? Yeah, that's a good question. Shut up and go. It was sealed, and I lost my fight with you. Don't worry about it. But you should be worried. You're gonna get squeezed. Probably. And not very nice. Plan may have ended in failure. I can help you. Perhaps that will be repentance enough. So should be the. I think of this as hopeless battle, and it's exactly what it will be. You've forgotten everything I taught you. We need to murder some children. Bring out the giant robot. Basically. It's an ancient guardian that exists to slay children. Can't be. Oh no. Ah, finish him. Oh right, I forgot about this part of the battle. This part of the battle is actually fun because, well, that thing can't do shit. You can just sit here totally relaxed and pummel it to death. Now of course this game wouldn't be this game if it wouldn't put a nice little achievement there. I could use all of my S breaks at this point and just beat the living shit out of it. But if you do so, you don't get an achievement. You actually beat this phase just, you know, like this. You get an achievement for it. I think I already have it, but it doesn't matter. I'm gonna do it anyway. Doesn't cost me anything, and as you can see, the enemy can do nothing. You can just sit here. Punch, punch, shoot, shoot. Oh, hello, little crazy twitch. How are you? Really fine evening. Yeah. Well, we're gonna do this for 20 minutes or so. Bam. Bam. Blooded robot very soon. It's like, I can't do shit, that's not fair. I'm supposed to be powerful. Well, you are. Just not that powerful. That. But that. We have defeated it. Most profoundly. We won. Thank you for your help, everyone. It's the father. He has returned. Still, you're sure. I'm home. Oh, it took you long enough. Basically the whole game. Quite a while. Still got a long way to go. I can see that your training has paid off. I suppose I'll give you a passing grade this time. No, don't give me that. What are you even doing here? What indeed? Yeah, isn't that a question we all ask ourselves sometimes? Perhaps I just wanted to see the ending? Me too. Me by ending. So you're just as cheerful as ever. I know like you've gotten taller. But if the still been as difficult as I think it has. What's it supposed to be? Depends on the day, really. To be fair, she looks out for me too. Balance is out. Good, good. Well, it's like it's been a worthwhile journey. Everybody's happy. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Cassius Bright. These kids are dangerous. Maybe they had a point. My name is Olivier. I'm a traveling musician from the Empire. That's so. Time permits, I should like to discuss a few things with you. Meantime, please know that you have my thanks for assisting my son and daughter. Think nothing of it. It's been a worthwhile pursuit. Nevertheless, I'm impressed by your skill. I was rare that one gets to watch a living legend at work. Well, I'm still working on it myself. In quite a long time, Mr. Cassius. Yes, Your Highness. Roughly 6 months, I believe. I heard of your imprisonment. Glad to see you well. On the other hand, thank the company for coming to my rescue. By the way, I still show this year's play at the Royal Academy. She could have seen, been there to see it. And which is difficult. Have I already mentioned this? No, in case, let me mention it again. Really, I do wish I could have been there for that. But really isn't the time for chit-chat. Sure, you just pop out of nowhere and just at the right moment and make the most dramatic entrance you can. You did, kinda. Yeah, well, it seems like everything's back to normal. Yep, seems like we've won. Where's that? There you are. A bit late for the party though, I'm afraid. If we went on ahead, we were surrounded by a horde of those mechanized monsters. To keep them at bay somehow or another though, here we are. In any case, seems like all affairs have been set in order. Yes, what remains to be done, but this at least has been resolved. But the Intelligence Division Battalion getting close to the castle by now? No doubt, along with patrol ships. Yet, check out the situation on the surface before coming down here. Yes, and you no need to worry about that. Colonel Morgan said that he has the situation under control. And if sits up, his craziness will be quelled in no time. What? I see. You'll take care of them on your way here then. Indeed, we did. What were you expecting? So you're awake. We placed General Morgan under strict observation. It couldn't risk defying us because we held the family hostage. Which we both from our grasp. I suppose I did. Well, Richard, that's about all I've done. Even if not returned, they would have been able to handle it themselves. No, you're wrong. You're a hero. You left the military, left all of us. What were we supposed to do? If we could survive another invasion, we had to find something else we could rely on. It stayed in the service, but I've never come to this. Pretty lame excuse, actually. Fair point. Sometimes the face to the fist says a lot more. Or you do it like Kiryu and just solve all of your problems with your fists. Need to get somebody sober? Hit him. Need to heal somebody? Hit him. Need to solve internal debates? Just hit the next best person on the street. Stop being such a child. Indeed, you're acting like a fucking child. I who made the mistake of never letting go of the delusions you had about me. All your sheens. Could you never stand on your own 2 feet? It would be okay to retire, but I could comfortably leave the army in your care. I'm not an icon to be hailed. A decade ago, you and General Morgan helped me. We were victorious. I'm no more than a man who's run away from reality about protecting the things that are important to him. But I have no intention of running anymore. That's why I expect the same from you, Richard. You need to think about this whole mess. Think about what you did wrong. We can atone for it. I have plenty of time, believe me. In prison, I'd assume. He quite literally fucking led a coup d'etat against the state. So, the Intelligence Division planned coup d'etat was thwarted. Morgan and Major Sid organized the military authorities to keep the chaos to a minimum. The conspirators in the Intelligence Division were arrested, one by one. 1 week later, everything was great. The 60th anniversary of the Queen's birth, basically her birthday. Look at all of the people running around. All of them seem happy and unaware of the horrible shit that had happened. Just a short while ago. Little Chloe has a fancy dress back on again. It's like, yes, fancy dress. Me too. Very me too. Still in your short right. One of your recent work, the Grunsel branch of the Bracer Guild has prepared you a letter of recommendation. Take it with our blessing. Yes, sir. Received payment for our Riolia. Current rank is during the Bracer First Class. Received recommendation. This, you now have 5 such letters, I believe. Cassius, if you will do the honors. I will. Still in your show, bright. In accordance with the rules of the guild, this will qualify you both to become full-fledged bracers. Present your letters of recommendation. Sure. By all means, please verify their authenticity. Letters of recommendation. Roland, both the Ruan, Zeiss and Grunsel branches. Now confirm the authenticity of all 5 signatures. Final rank, Junior Bracer rank 1. I never thought you'd come so far, honestly. It's a little frightening. By his name, by the seal of the Bracer Guild, both of you are promoted to full-fledged bracers. Take your emblems, you do. Yes, sure. Got a new cool emblem. That's sparse. Could have done a bit better. Yay, congratulations! Hey, these emblems look good on you. Don't they? I should admit, you did good, for just this once. Thanks everyone. I never would have reached this point without everyone's help. A true career as bracers start now. Bear that in mind. I understand. Me even more dedicated. How am I to break up such a happy occasion? I'm afraid I do have some unfortunate news that I must tell all of you. Sad. Today marks the final day of Cassius Bright's membership with the Bracer Guild. I'm going to be returning to active duty within the Royal Army. Really? As I've been away for so long, I feel bad bringing this up so suddenly. The chaos that has resulted from the attempted coup must be quelled. The military needs major reorganization to deal with the damage that the intelligence division caused. I plan to help out with that. I get it. Those bracers can't be soldiers. Hey, did your higher ranks already know about this? Yes, I already discussed it with us. It's discouraging, but we can never truly become independent if we always lean on those more experienced. But hey, think of it as less competition. Now that Cassius is out, maybe you can take the top spot. Eventually. That's a long way. I suppose that's true. That means that we're going to be really busy though. Well, you do have 2 new full-fledged bracers on hand now. You can walk them like dogs instead of me. Guess our lives are about to get pretty hectic, eh? Probably, yes. Probably very. He said, can you at least stay with us until the end of the birthday celebration? I'm sorry, but there's a war council starting immediately. Richard may be in custody, but there are plenty of his special ops squads still at large. Captain Emmons here is also hiding somewhere in the underground ruins. That weren't enough, looked like those sky bandits ran off in all of the confusion. We have to stay on guard, so they don't cause any trouble during the festival. These guys are just a constant pain in the ass. Either way, it leaves a bad taste in my mouth. Increased security is just for peace of mind. Really shows that we really don't know the significance of what happened underground. Only guess at what effect breaking that seal will have. And what the purpose of that aureoles. That's a puzzle that absolutely must be solved. Yeah, I guess you're right. It doesn't sound like Colonel Richard's memory can be trusted. Yes, just occurred. Seems to have some missing memories. So, the search team has been able to confirm one thing. We now know where the black augment came from. Really? Know who made it? Not quite, but we do know who's responsible for introducing it to the intelligence division. Command of the Special Ops, Second Lieutenant Lawrence Belgar. He gave it to Richard shortly after he was recruited for the intelligence division. And coincidentally, it would be just about the same time Richard planned his coup. We need to find out everything about Lawrence that we can. It seems strange. We were lucky that we actually got a good look at his face, huh? Well, I can try drawing you a picture of him. It would be appreciated. I have to admit though, I have the utmost faith in your artistic skills. Maybe I should ask Sherazad or Her Majesty. That's not nice. But maybe very fair. Yeah, I actually saw Lawrence's face. What, did I tell you? It took Salvador when we fought him on the terrace in the Royal Keep. He looked around 20, maybe older with fresh blonde hair. He had some seriously creepy eyes too, let me tell you. I was so cold. Like they were on fire at the same time. Lord the Queen, hardly qualified to feel pity for me. Hardly qualified. Are you sure? Eyes are looking a little creepy now too, you're sure. Something on your mind? We can just handle the cleanup here. It's fun at the festival. Okay, alright. Awesome, let's go live it up. Right, are you going to be sleeping at the castle tonight? Yes, Emerald was kind enough to let me use 2 of the guest rooms in the eastern wing. Joshua and I will be on the right, you and Shara on the left. We and Shara together? Don't like that setup? Hey, how about me and you in one room, Joshua and Shara in the other? Just imagine, all the time for you to fawn over me, wait on me, tell me how much you missed me. help out with Shara. I suspect this as much. Alright, and I'll see you kids tonight. It wouldn't be a big deal for you to share a room with him. I mean, it has been a long time since we last saw him. You have a lot of stuff about your mom that you wanted to talk up to him about. Yeah, but much like the idea of you and Shara in the same room either. Huh? Nothing. Go and take a look around. Down stacked out of some pretty cool festival exclusive shops, you know. Well, certainly can't get those passes by now, can we? Well, according to Estelle, you can't, quite literally. When you get tired, there's a rest area in the East Block. And the stores, right? Should make that our last stop then. Well, this will be your final time then through the nice little city of Gransil. And I believe Lieutenant Schwartz could be a terrorist. Rest is convinced now that Colonel Richard can't possibly be the one behind the coup. I mean, the facts are the facts. It just seems so surreal to me that a man like that falls so far. I was shocked when I found out the intelligence division was behind the coup, and they planned it all out from right inside the castle. Still, I'm glad we were at least able to hold the birthday celebration. We got his priorities right. Party first, everything else second. Yeah, feel almost like I've come home. The Royal Army has a duty to safeguard the castle. I believe that Colonel Richard was the man behind the coup. But a soldier, and he just didn't know what to say. Not that much, I'd assume. The other officials who were sent away on forced vacation should be rolling back in right about now. He's about to get very busy for us, I think. Stupid coup. There's so much reorganizing to do, so much leftover work. It was a late night, huh? And for the quarters, the pits. But it's prestigious. Got to get back to work. The group claimed there was nothing to do and put us on forced vacation. But, well, look at all of this. I want to take our seals to clean up this mess. Yeah, the Duke really wasn't much of a good politician. And the Majesty and the Princess dying together, that's when I feel real pressure. As a cook, I can understand that. But not where the rats were coming from. Seems they've been breeding in the castle's treasury. Coup d'etat and rats. Damn that intelligence division. Yeah, just blame it on the intelligence division. Vegetable dishes are my specialty. Oh, Roland Man. Vegetables are what real Roland men do. I mean, they're kinda a nice farmland. They locked it again. How saddening. So to say, maybe we can take a nice little just Joshua still trip down below, see what's in the ruins, but yeah, they closed those up again. It must be in quite a state today, no? If I didn't have work, I'd love to go see for myself. It's just between you and me, but I saw the leader of the special ops without his mask. Let me tell you, he's one handsome man. I wonder why he wears it. Style. Probably. Wouldn't be surprised. No, are you two heading out? The town has snowed up the bus with festivities. But to attend them yourself, please take care. Nice woman, isn't she? Deep, 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 deep. Yeah, kinda figured. Now then, on to the second floor, shall we go? Well, hello. It's been a while. Hello, Morgan. It's been a long time. I just have my granddaughter out in the Royal Villa. Oh yeah, we am. Yeah, we only did what was needed. It's just the life of a bracer. Must have done minutes already. You're much too young for that. And you saved not just the villa, but Her Majesty, and indeed the kingdom itself. This time I'm going to thank you properly. You did well. Very well. To say, I've had much more heartfelt thanks use in my time, not from you, General, so thanks for the thanks. As there must be a light of activity right about now, but I have some important matters to discuss at the moment. Would you go enjoy the festivities without me, if you would? Right, sir. Pain me to request that you return to service after closing that chapter of your life, Cassius. But gentle though you be, I know you have an iron will, and now you will do what you must. My sincere apologies to you. I ask you could lend me your father's strength for a time. I mean, if your fucking monarch asks you, it's not like you can actually reasonably say no. It's kind of like, sure. I mean, quite literally. This is Professor Russell and Mishtita's room. Regrettably though, they appear to have stepped out. I mean, the whole town is fucking celebrating, so yeah. Olivia, still Joshua. Drop says that you have become full-class princess. Well done, well done. Good relations, my dear little pussycats. Just no effects. Olivia, what brings you here? Yet you were invited to tonight's celebratory banquet, but... Well, I didn't think you'd be here already. Yeah, seriously. What's a guy who loves parties doing drinking alone in a quiet place like this? Be careful, some people might start thinking you're an imposter. News of you two becoming full-fledged racers filled my heart almost to bursting. Oh, much that I saw no recourse but to hold an impromptu concert in front of the Grand Arena. I only had witnessed the unbridled excitement I inspired in my legion of fans. Right. I think of the performance at Arkengate. Indeed, such a public explosion of passion left me drained. I went not here for a quiet place to drink and brood. Ah, me, and the restless dreams walking alone, drinking the drinks they call loneliness. For you sits the beauty, the beast that is man. I can't make those words fit together into anything resembling sense. Don't worry, Joshua, me neither. Me neither indeed. God damn it. Richard visited me every evening. We would talk for hours, about anything and everything. I can't believe he'd rebel against Her Majesty. Yeah, strange, isn't it? Either he was a very, very good actor, well, that probably too, or somebody was manipulating him from the shadows. So the manipulator that thought he would be manipulating everything became the manipulated. Dum dum dum. Nobody was surprised. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, honestly. Princess has returned, so I'm presently cleaning her room. But the room you see is not very welcoming. Princess is currently roaming the city incognito. I guess that some school friends of hers are visiting. Yes, means we can probably meet the whole gang then. From way back when? From when they were still doing their schooly questies. Good times. Now then, time to actually go into the city, shall we? And enjoy the festivities. Actually, have I checked these rooms already? Not that I'm expecting much to be in them, to be completely fair and honest. Yeah, I think we forgot the left wing. Time to clean rooms. And hectic prepare for so many guests tonight. It really depends on who the fuck you actually invited. How many of them? Castle Blueprints, the 7 Treasures, Chronicles of the 100 Days War. Fashion Division finally sent back all the books they borrowed. Like, finally fucking thanks, I can archive them as they should be. Special job, I'll be sure. Everything got all crazy here for a while, but in the end I got to see my grandkid and Her Majesty. Thank the goddess. Yeah, the princess was so very, very pretty. Was all wow. So Her Majesty was all some kind of lie? Maybe so it may be, I'm just thankful to hear she's alright. Quite worried about her. It's going to propose to my girlfriend out in front of the castle gates. Suddenly the gates opened up and a bunch of royal guardsmen and bracers flew past us. Thought they'd come to stop me from proposing or something. Yeah, it's silly now. Lost my nerve though. Still haven't said anything to her. I believe something like that happened while I was standing right here. I said must never get easily bothered. The climax of the trip is just around the corner. Maybe we'll head into town. Ought to be pretty wild right about now. Yeah, don't say. Well, and since we're starting in the north block and our final rest stop's gonna be the east block anyway, probably not a bad idea to start our exploration here. We got to see the Queen for the first time in I don't even know how long. As soon as I saw her face, all my worries just melted away. Such beautiful buildings. They all have such architectural and historical flair to them. Yet, there's a certain humble simplicity to them as well. Quite a contrast to the architecture prominent in the Republic. More or less. Here we go. See, fuzzy pickles. You don't have to stay here. Picture and trip to the toilet is memory enough. Me too. Oh, I had good places with you. Really staying here? Quite an impressive building. Please move along. Dawdling is seen as suspicious and will be questioned. But others present to us for our anniversary. To the royal capital. During the birthday celebration, no less. Best present ever. I just wanted to visit the capital at least once before I bite the big one. Doesn't come all this way. Might as well take a tour though. I mean, knock yourself out, I guess. Oops. I'm too fast. Stop with this old cheese there. It's just what I was afraid of. Lots and lots of backed up deliveries. Times may be tough, but at least current bride's back. Just got to hang in there. Where's that packet boy? It's kinda hard to catch him. His tendency to run around relatively quickly. Shotgun there for the Queen's birthday celebration. Service industry sucks. I can't say. Hey, Joshua. Hans. Where's your Flammenwerfer? Brings you here. Brings me here. Brings me here. All this time and that's the first question out of your mouth. Oh, how lonely all my nights have been. To you. Never forgot you, Joshua. I'm running all this way to the capital to see you. But it's the princess outfit. Well, the same as ever, I see. I'm straight. Looks like we're going through a lot. Everything as full of energy as ever. Thankfully. Next time you're in Ruin, be sure to stop by the school, okay? Tell Joshua. Yep. Long time no see. And about your adventures from Chloe. Sounds like you guys have been busy. A Ruby Knight Julius indeed. Indeed. Still Joshua. Oh Chloe, there you are. Ah, I cheated Jill and Hans were here. We sneaked out of the castle and came to see them. We didn't know how to act unprincessy. But of course. I want to thank you too. I find nothing but helpful at every turn. Yes, that's what told you. I've learned a whole bunch just from being around you. It's all about kindness, courtesy, strict spirit, all that other junk. But that's actually junk. Ah, I'm just bad at this. But that's what friends do, so believe me. No thanks are necessary. It's good to see you again. Oh, nice to see you. It's been a long time. You and Hans have come to the capital as school representatives. Everything is nice. Only the birthday celebration could match the excitement of the martial arts competition. With more foreign visitors than we've ever had before. I think it's gonna be pretty busy around here. I'd imagine this would be a high time for the fucking hotels. Especially for the whole service industry, if you think about it. Gonna have a very nice end here, don't we? Nice and easy, actually. So enjoyable. Roll call, everyone. Aspect has a lot of energy. Jeez. How many times are you going to take roll call that? How many times you take until you're satisfied? Going to report. I'm going to take it down myself after my watch is finished. He has his priorities straight. Just get the job done. Go fucking celebrate. No random burglar by the front of the house. So where am I? On the map I'm hopelessly lost. Always. Even back home. Colonel Joe was behind the coup d'etat. Still can't believe it. Yeah, I don't want to believe it. I respected that man. Maybe the bracers who won the tournament were the same ones who stopped the coup. Amazing is that. Hey, I want a rank. My wallet in my belt so it wouldn't get stolen. I can't find it. Where'd it go? Oh, come now. The bracers only just standing on the castle terrace. But you have changed clothes and gotten all the way here in such a short time. Hey. Yeah, it was right at that corner. So we looked just like Princess Claudia. Oh, it really was. Right, I was drawing my observation. You don't see too many students in their uniform away from school. Well, there's some students. In uniform. Oh, I did it. Passed the entrance exam for the Fisherman's Guild. been going back to work now, so it's totally my time to shine. Thinks he's the master fisherman? Ha, I'll show him. That turned into quite a nice little rivalry they have going on there now. Oops. Wrong button. Press over. Machu. In General Mount's grandchild was one of those stitches. Can't imagine Colonel Richard doing such a thing. You better. Very well, even the regular neighborhoods here are posh. It's a fucking capital city, of course it tries to look nice. Richard's been here many times. Every time he always flatters us with praise. So very polite, upstanding. And he's not kidnapping people, that is. And Richard could even dream of a coup d'etat. When troops fight for their country because they truly love it. I always took him to be such a man. Somehow the love must have become twisted. Perhaps he convinced himself he was serving the country's best interests. I have to believe that. Can't imagine he would ever incriminate himself for any less noble reason. He probably thought he was doing well. Hey, it's a still racer. Let's play some time, okay? The little one. We shaved that little one. Yes, we did. Let the birthday celebration went off without a hitch. Yeah. And Richard being behind the coup d'etat blows my mind. I had no idea, and I was working right alongside him. So this is the cathedral. This is the cathedral. This is the cathedral. I brought to talk to Jezebel though. I will go say some prayers today. I think I'm going to have fun here. I want of the queen. Yeah, these two just have the same line. They're just like, oh. Yeah, welcome back, little church member. You have been busy. Well, I mean, that happens. It's no problem, my friend. How are you? I hope not too busy. Why am I still here? I don't know, maybe to get punched with my stuff? I had a busy day. Oh, you wanting to meet Elizabeth? Which one? You mean this queen or the other queen? Because for one of them I would have to die. Hard and honest work will always lead you down. Oh, hello there, little Terry. Welcome. Killing people for noble reasons. Sound like plain Crusader kings. Indeed, I did it for the right reasons. That's pretty much was what Richard's thought process was. I would have to meet her with the underboard. Indeed. I can meet the queen in this game. I don't even need to go, you know, die for that. And the other side of the argument. I don't feel the need to die. Oh, here's up one. You little Terry. Nice old who dropped by. Also, I got Crusader Kings installed by now. Which one? 3 or 2? Also, actually, I forgot to ask, because we kinda lost the train of thought there, but have you gotten Hearts of Iron 4? Because we can play, because I'm gonna plan on doing 2 streams today too, so if you have some time we can play some nonsense together. Right, I'm hop on later. Yeah, the more the merrier. I think we can get up, depending on the game, 4 or 5 people. Nice. And we can try playing this cross-platform. Actually, is that a thing? Is Hearts of Iron on fucking Xbox? That must be a pain to control. This work will always lead you down the right path. I'm saying in a modern post-revolutionary orbital society, no? Fascinating is the wisdom of the Maria has taken on such a form. Like Lord is years. PC. I was about to say, because imagine playing that on Xbox gives me some cancer, honestly. Who knows what show we pray cannot offer self-set struggle beyond it. Game Pass. As long as you get it. What are you talking about? Yeah, it's a very good question. What is that guy talking about? Let me kick this door. Meh, would I play something like this on a console? I would never. It's grateful that the birthday celebration is a success. Yeah, I think actually I heard about it. Crusader Kings 3, isn't it? Some console. Can probably try to play that too. And again, Hoy has a new DLC right now, so we can play with that a bit. Like we can change right in the middle if we want to. A lot of people like it on console just fine. At the end of the day, it's always a matter of opinion. If you love your console to death, go ahead. Once I found a PC, I was like, no, PC best, because the sheer amount of options I have are fucking amazing. Praise be to Idiot, the protective imprints. But hey, I'm not gonna diss somebody for their love of console. There was a time when I loved console, especially the Sega generation. The later one especially. The Dreamcast. That was a great thing. And last but not least, the PlayStation. Since Super Genius 2 and Planet Coaster, people actually are more likely to go away also controls. Yes, but I can just, play on PC with a controller. Because, I can just take a fucking controller, my preferred one, Xbox, PlayStation, whatever, and plug it into a fucking PC and use it there. But I still have more options if I have the PC and not the console. If I just have the console, then I can just play the console games. If I have the PC, I can play all the games. I always found that more interesting. But hey, just my personal opinion. Not like I'm gonna force that on anyone. Well, it's happened. Look like the town has gone back to its former peace. Will the ideas be praised? Still, Joshua, how goes it? Hey, Julia, fancy meeting you here. Archbishop was very kind to me when I took asylum here. To thank him and keep him up to date on the current situation as well. I get an Xbox with it for when you get bored and use Game Pass for both devices. Fair point. Okay, that makes sense. I'm going to thank the both of you too. The reason we were able to save Her Majesty and the Princess. We hadn't been there. But at any rate, we have our sincerest gratitude. And thanks, it was a group effort. Give it a little, get it a little, No, just stream to your Xbox to play games outside of home. Many options. I'm not saying that, especially modern consoles, not old consoles, have a lot more comfortable options than they had in the past. Although I'm still very particular to the old consoles, to be fair. Surprisingly how much those stay with you. Also, I still have a very nice collection of old games. I think I have I don't even want to count them, but there's still 80 or so, 90 maybe, PlayStation 2 games. Good times. But maybe 30, 40 for the PlayStation 3. PlayStation 1 games, we better not count. Although they have kinda gone back. Kinda sold off a few. Not to get money for other ones I wanted at the time, I remember that. Still should have a nice collection of them. It's the whole reason why I actually have to keep quite a few of them in the basement, because I just don't have the fucking space for all of them. But just, a select few. Except you wanted to rescue Her Majesty just as much as you did. Win-win. Majesty's safe and everybody's happy. Which song gives me Harvest Moon and Blizzard vibes. Yeah, this nice little melody. There are some nice melodies in this game. Which it's true. Thank you, nonetheless. This is one of the more celebratory ones, which is... Yeah, it kind of feels like the Harvest Festival and Harvest Moon Back to Nature to some degree. Harvest Moon Back to Nature, PlayStation 1 time. Enjoyable, quite a bit. Joy to see so many smiling faces. May they all be blessed. I have, on this very channel, Harvest Moon Back to Nature for the PlayStation 1. I should try Seasons, Try of Towns. I could actually play one for the Game Boy too. I have quite a few of those. That would be nice. Bit of a nostalgia trip for me and Harvest Moon for everybody else. And then compared to one of the more newer ones. Yeah, we've already talked to you. Yeah, that could be kind of nice. Playing one of the really old ones and then go for the new ones. How did that famous army guy stage a coup like that? Wish he hadn't gotten the whole city, did it? Those Majesties, the Queen and the Princess looked well, did they not? Not on the side of Judean, however. Wonder where he was. Probably still recuperating from the vile woman he so narrow-mindedly assaulted and then got basically beaten up by. When things come down, I'm sending my husband out to go look for a job again. I would actually have to look. I'm pretty sure at this point in time there's gonna be a million different Harvest Moon titles. I'm absolutely fucking assured of that. There's still some intelligence division members at large. It's entirely possible they could try to target Grand Cell City. So we're going to be well and truly busy for quite some time yet. I like the feel in the air here. Not really all that tired, but it can't hurt to take a short rest. Ooh, I have bits of paper in my cup. So this is the famous Liberal News building, is it? There have been a few good breaks since the Harvest Moon 3D one. Staying on site. Like we found these empty seats. Talk to you, old man. Over here. Just test that aroma of quality, Yeah, a good coffee goes a long way for your establishment. It's been a long time since we've had a story just juicy. Races and Royal Guard storming Grunsel Castle. Sure, great for tourism. No wonder the birthday celebration is more packed than ever before. Dear me, I'm much too old to be living on the lam. Very okay being left on your own with Agatha? Absolutely fine. It's very gorgeous and mindful of my needs. And we made sure to plan our daily routes so as not to wear me down too much. I haven't any complaints about Agatha at all. Oh. He's no Cassius, of course. I'm still grateful to him. Tell you to her. Oh, Tita, you look happy. I never promised we could have ice cream. Oh, ice cream. Ice cream is good. Ice cream is good. I bet it is. Asked Agatha to come too, but he said he didn't want to. Agatha eating ice cream. Pay good money to see that. Good. Right here. That's not really the beginning. Pretty fun game. Pretty like it if you tried it though. Most people like ice cream. I'm sure Agatha likes ice cream too. He just doesn't like eating it. A lot of people probably. Probably likes this image a bit too much. I think that the martial arts competition would be used as a cover for a coup. And Richard didn't seem very content with his position as it was. Yeah, but was like, I never saw it coming. I'd be one of those, yeah, I totally saw it coming. Career guy, obviously. Wait, on Twitter you can do multiplayer together. Interesting. Harvest Moon multiplayer. Can't even imagine this. I'm gonna take care together of one plot of land, or each have one plot of land, or how can I imagine that? So the ports were all closed because of the QA. Man, thanks for the headache, Royal Army bastards. Everything has been shut down already. Great. The birthday celebration, I don't have a mountain of work waiting for me. Yes, if that port has been closed for as long as he said it was, then rule. Share items and boost each other's animals. That's kinda sad. I would have really liked to, a bit more engaging. Just, put 2 farms on 2 opposing sides with the town, little mineral town, or since user can choose between a boy or girl, just have both play as siblings basically, and you just because you could get so much more shit done that way. Jesus Christ, imagine how much more you could get done in one day. Recognized by the Archbishop, so maybe I'll put out a book about my trip. Surprised how useful one's life experience can be when one's been on a world pilgrimage. Actually, it's a very cute idea for fucking Harvest Moon. Maybe there's something like that. I'll have to look into that. We only have the south block and the east block left, if memory serves. Took so much time getting here with all the airships grounded. There's a plot you can share with others. The only event as big as the birthday celebration could bring in crowds like this. Time to make some sales. A woman after my own heart. I'm so surprised to hear about the coup d'etat. Looking at the city, I'd never imagined it. And that's the whole point, you keep stuff like that hidden, as long as you can. Boxes from all the tourism. Someplace I can sit and rest for a bit. Wi-Fi optioned. Wi-Fi. Maybe some later. Looks expensive. I've been spending a fortune just walking through the door. I just can't believe that Colonel Richards staged that coup. It's inconceivable. No, I know exactly what the word means. It's just a victim of circumstances, that's all. Is he now? Richard staging a coup d'etat. I looked worried about the kingdom when I saw him before inside the castle. That all an act. I believe he got a rule pulled over eyes so badly. Where should we go next? There's just so much to see. Casino might be nice, but I really want to see the ruins of the Ardenburg Wall. Came to the capital for the Queen's birthday celebration. Yeah, you and every last asshole too, because quite literally the street is fucking full. There are some guys from the special ops out there somewhere. But to stay alert. Yeah, we talked to you already. Wonderful trap fellows. Huzzah for the majesty. Hello, I say. Princess Claudia again make me feel secure about Libel's future. That's that ice cream shop I've been hearing so much about. I can tell you where it is. On the fucking east block. This town. Not to mention Colonel Richard as the one who planned this whole coup d'etat. One of us was taken in by his lies. Evil. Miss Claudia has really grown up. She's like 10 million times more suitable for a succession than it could ever be. Yeah, so she, just generally speaking, is a more pleasant person, which kinda is well and truly better. But her majesty has gotten better. And you can rest easy now. That woman is pretty damn old though. She could die at some point, I was pretty hoping today. I don't say. Like, nah, I'm not gonna leave my store and find out why. I'm just gonna sit here and be like, yeah. Seems to be the case. It's hungry. I'm all this way, so why not eat out somewhere nice? Perhaps a place like this. Looks so mouth-watering though. Can't decide. Oh yeah, before I forget it, there's actually one last quest we need to do to get the max amount of racer points. That's a simple one, honestly. We'll see. I never guessed Colonel Richard would plan a coup d'etat. I think he said in that magazine interview. It was all just propaganda, or just lies. I'm utterly shocked. Seeing the Queen healthy was a real comfort. All that suspicion from the Royal Guardsman was unfounded. What's been happening lately? But I think things are finally starting to get back to normal. There you do. Then. Oh, what's your next move? Back to the Republic? I'm in a rush. There doesn't seem to be any crisis in the Republic so bad that I absolutely have to be there for it. Besides, this country is full of fine opponents from your racer guilds. As long as I'm here, it'd be a waste to leave without testing my metal a bit more. Fine opponents? What do you have in mind? Starters, you've got a Garter, so-called heavy plate. Not to mention your silver streak, Sherazad. Who could forget? Champions of this year's martial arts competition. Perhaps the strongest of them all. Ah, that's so sweet. It means I'll go on easy on you. But you hold back on us, Stormman. It doesn't speak for both of us. Feel free to hold back, if you'd like. In fact, I might even prefer it. Good point, Joshua. Martial arts tournament. A good opportunity to hone my skills. I've seen the movable made an appearance there. Why don't you try to get in next year, rather? Maybe. Might be nice. I'm such a circus, and I don't like doing tricks for a crowd. Whatever floats your boat. I mean, yes, as soon as you make an event like this public, it will always be a bit of a circus around it. Come back, brave heroes. But guys were amazing. Better than any other junior bracers I've met, that's for damn sure. Yeah, yes. Yeah, yes, indeed. I couldn't have done it without everyone's help, though. I mean, my dad ended up saving my butt in there, so I'm not exactly solo heroine material. Yes, there's something else. Yes, it makes us partners. Yes, to us. They did a remarkable job. Based on your performance, I'd say you two are already fine full-fledged bracers. Never forget, only the first steps in your career. Thank you, sir. So good. Are you feeling any better? I'm fine, just fine. I remember just about everything, except the identity of the bastard who erased my memories. It's the only missing piece. Of course it's the only missing piece. There's still a fucking mystery in the air here. A rather obvious one at that. Namely, who the fuck runs around erases people's memories and deals in black augments? Question for the ages, if I might say so. For the trouble, it's good to have some peace and quiet for a change. Expecting the Queen to keep on she was. That sort of thing shouldn't get her down. You guys are bracers. We'll just leave the police work to us and enjoy a nice day of festivities. We'll do anything during the coup, so we've got to make amends, you know. I did lose out getting out because the airships were all grounded. Everything's backed up. But I did everything I could. Yet that I have no control over this whatsoever. Okay, we talked to you already. Festivals are so much fun. Fair point. This Claudia is so kind, so pretty too. Makes pathways. A bit young there, but okay. Go ahead, boy. Watch out, my friend here is crazy about girls. If he sees a beautiful girl, got 95% chance of falling in love at first sight. Interesting. There's an ice cream shop in Eastblock that's doing great business here. Went there to check them out. The lines are so long that I just gave up and went home. It beat us though. Yeah, but you should do it because they sell special ice cream. Conferences day in and day out. I imagine Her Highness must be a very busy woman. Her Highness really wants to relax. She needs to get as far away as she can. April is quite nice this time of year. Then I'm going home early, but guess that didn't happen. We've had a lot to discuss, I'm sure. Indeed, Headmaster Collins has actually suggested we start a committee for royal ascendancy. There's a lot of mess with that coup, and the damage to our public image is quite big. We're going to have to start working more in concert with the other countries. Wants to make your event for some busy times. For no reason to kick back and relax tonight, no? Hurry for a walk to the cathedral for some prayers in order. Actually, come to think of it, the first time I met you was the day when you were skipping church. All the more reason to go now. I'm sure Ideos can forgive me a little for friction like that, right? I'm sure Ideos will. Step right on up. Red, don't be shy. Yet Colonel Richard was put on arrest. Struck me as that kind of person. Just stay in the capital and fight for Her Majesty the Queen. Being tricked away by fake orders is a real embarrassment to us. As it fucking should be. Then again, you know, it's kind of how the military works. If an order comes from above, I'm not really supposed to be questioning those. Town spirits up, so do my customer numbers. For the birthday celebration, my sales increased by a factor of 5. So glad Her Majesty has recovered from illness. Because it means I make some nice sales. Is what's going on in his head. What a beautiful day. Perfect weather for celebrating Her Majesty's birthday. Anyway, time to get to work. Got a lot to do today. I mean, who wouldn't try to capitalize on that event and make some bloody fucking money out of it? Let's trust this. This is the Fisherman's Guild little bottle. Best fishing gear. Stat which represents engineering, efficiency, and elegance. Sort of gear I'd want to own, even if I never fished at all. Just for sheer beauty. This thing it was a charming woman. Happily induced her into a growing cow. Society. I've never seen a newbie handle a fishing pole quite so well before. A woman good at handling poles, eh? Was going to be too fast for me nowadays. I just want to slow it all down and fish it while I'm sure. Fair enough. Can be kind of relaxing. Martial arts competition, the Queen's birthday celebration, all well and good. There are lots of us who'd rather be out fishing right now. I know we've Connor Richard. He's grounded the airships and stolen our fishing from us. There was also that coup d'etat. That man has a strange variety list. Like that damn colonel, he's kept me from fishing for like a week or so. That damn criminal needs maximum penalty imaginable. Oh yeah, he also did that whole coup d'etat thing, but you know, that's just an aside note basically. I got lost. I'm going to ask for directions over at the race circuit. Busy here. No busier than the East Block, I bet. Yeah, the East Block should probably choke for that for things. But isn't it still in Joshua? I don't have any new assignments today. You may feel free to go on out and enjoy your date. Date? Who's on a date? So, not dating yet. Yet? At all. I meant at all. Well, Army will be out first during the festivities. The other prisoners should be around as well. Check the bars, shops, and inns. Yeah, sure to find them. There's the main harvest moon wiki. Oh! I'm gonna take a look at it. I'm in the mood of this joyous festival, but I have further news. Specifically, I've learned a few things about Jester. Oh, that. The Corps Second Lieutenant Lawrence belonged to before joining the Intelligence Division, correct? Indeed. A small team that primarily operated from a small autonomous state outskirts of Arabonia. Quite skilled. Said to have to be call himself a Jaeger Corps. About 6 months ago, the entire group vanished. The entire group? You mean everyone? They're like wiped out in some border skirmish? There are no records of them being in a battle at the time. A total of over 100 people disappeared. Not a soul knows what happened to them. Yowza, that's creepy. But timetable overlaps with Lawrence joining the Intelligence Division. Are these two events related? I'm investigating that. I'd find out more from the Royal Army, actually. There's one more thing. Sounds like the plans for a member of the Imperial family to attend the birthday celebration were cancelled. The only Erebonian representative at the ceremony will be a simple ambassador, much like in previous years. Okay, there's supposed to be a marriage candidate for Chloe or something? Yeah, arranged marriage to help cement Duke Dunnan's ascendancy. UNICEF put a stop to the marriage talks, from what I've heard. I suppose that's why the royal family cancelled their visit together. We'll actually want to find and detain one blonde-haired, self-proclaimed musician wearing a white coat who is thought to be arriving in the royal city by eventide today. Which makes this one the very last quest in the game. The final one we have to do. But we're gonna do it before we go over to the East Block, because we have checked the North Block, we have checked the West Block. The only thing that's left is the East Block, where also is the spot where we can continue. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna finish this quest first, and then we're gonna go to the East Block and, well, finish our nice little adventure. Because this is basically, when you think about it, it's basically the epilogue. That was a way to saying it. But there's gonna be, well, I'm not gonna spoil it, there's gonna be some interesting stuff still going on. Soonish, very soonish. Still, Joshua, that's the birthday celebration. Choice that would be. Why not to enjoy it, no? Joshua, I think he's the guy. Without question. Have it. Why don't you join me in a little afternoon delight? Just you, and I. Doesn't it sound divine? Come now, do say yes. Funny you asked. We were just talking to this guy who asked us the same thing. We said we have this friend whom we would probably just love to talk to. Do you really now? Honest to goodness? Absolutely. Would you like us to introduce him to you? Would most love that. Please lead the way. Are you back at the Bracer Guild? Out and get your neckerchief and a knot. And it's calling over our guest, you see. Yes, yes. Interested party has been successfully contacted and should be arriving here shortly. You simply can't be waiting for the opportunity to meet me. Tell me, have I made this little kitchen's acquaintance before? Should this be your first meowing? That dime gave me so much cancer, it's not even funny. Oh, I believe the kitten knows you. Really wants to see you. Kitten's a so perhaps it's sure. Perhaps even Kana. Or Nanish. No, I must not discount the possibility that it might be May or Mabel. Or maybe even dear sweet Lega. Surely it's not Princess Claudia or Tita. He has a wide range, doesn't he? Let's just say that you've got one hell of an imagination. Yeah, he does. It seems that our guest is already here. Is she now? My dearest, come in, come in. That kind of welcome, who am I to refuse? Heh. Ah, I've done what I asked then. Appreciate it. On behalf of the Erebonian Embassy, I thank you. That's not necessary. Miss Olivier was really eager to oblige you. I remember being present at the discussion. Does this mean that you're the kitten who should to see me? There's smoking. Her Royal Majesty the Queen directly invited you to tonight's banquet, so I'm not allowed to tell you you can't go. But I know you. I know you're going to get into trouble if you're not properly chaperoned. I'm keeping a close eye on you until dinner time, but you're going to like it. Stand, yeah, sure. You tricked me. I blame you for bad hearing on us. You're the one who decided it was a woman. You never said a word. Now then, your evening swiftly approaches. There's a lot of paperwork to fill out. You're going to do it. Well, let's get back to the embassy, shall we? Oh, no! Bye-bye. Well, case closed, I guess. Once that concludes your investigation, allow me to give you your rightful reward. Proper Bracer notebooks are not yet ready. I'd like for you to note this one in your junior one. And with that, we would end up with 368 Bracer points, which is the highest amount you can get. Means we have done every job perfectly. Now, if I hadn't done this in one of the other save games before, I probably would have get an achievement now, but meh. First interactive multiplayer can find the first Story of Seasons on this 3DS. Let's go Story of Seasons. I'll take a look at that then. A little guilty about this request, but okay. Why don't we get back to the birthday celebration? That's good. Once we checked everything out, we can go to the rest area in the Eastern Bloc. Indeed, Joshua, we will. Nice to have finished everything so splendidly. Oi, out of my way, peer peasants. I'm a busy man. Now then, the last area. My first time visiting the capital. The roads are right. I mean, they are okay. I'm gonna get a toy airship. Also begged me to take him to the department store. Trusted them. So sure the Royal Guardsmen would never betray Her Highness. Then Colonel Richard staged a coup d'etat. Just don't understand it. Hey, don't wander off. But my daughter will get lost in all this craziness. Jesus, that came out of nowhere. Happy to finally see the Queen's face again. And the cubes being slaughtered. Finally sunk in that the ones who fought it were the tournament champions. Crazy James, call for crazy rights. Go it. I doubt it. It's more that when I talk a lot like this and forget to drink something in between, at some point my throat is gonna be like, do something, you idiot. And to be fair, smoking doesn't help in that regard either. To be fair. A hydrate dream? What's that? Explain to me. Coup d'etat had succeeded. Would you then have taken over the throne? Or not so that happened. Explain in words I can understand. You know I'm not good with all of this modern stuff. In the present, the prince are kidnapped. Don't care about the ends. That means Colonel Richard used are disgusting. They are. Steht. Something has happened and it's new. Strategy, what have you done? You've subscribed. You've subscribed? Oh right, it's now an option, isn't it? Shit, I should have read up on it. I really hadn't had time to actually read up what that all means, but I'm sure it's a positive one. I shall thank you very much for that. Very nice of you. Wow. What does it mean though in practicality? I need to look that up. Headshot with a hydrate instead of a highlight. Okay. Well, since I just set that up today, basically around about 2 hours ago, I really have to take a look into this, how to set this up properly. I saw that I could put little pictures in some of the pages. I was like, little pictures, you say? I need to find little pictures to put in there then. Normally I would make a nice joke and, you know, if you need loot pictures because you can't see shit at that size, but I can't. Twitch is not gonna like this. I have a distinct feeling. Twitch is such a bitch when it comes to stuff like that. I get for not breaking in those shoes, I guess. Got a blister on my feet from all this walking. That really hurts too. See, you now have a cool little symbol next to your name. Look at that. It's cool. There's a ceiling. Come on. Can't help it, sometimes you just get a blister. Not the end of the world. I hear the intelligence division was behind the so-called terrorists, but it didn't turn out to be the Royal Guard. Everybody loved the Royal Guard, everybody hates the intelligence division. I mean, what do you think happens if you call your new division Intelligence Division and dress them all in black and let them wander out in the streets with fucking weapons in hand? Catch a flight on the next Cecilia, off duty of course, only way to fly. But I've work today. I got to play with my kids and meet some lovely new people. That though, I keep thinking about work. This would be a much needed break, I just can't get away from it. Working from home means, ironically enough, can't spend time with my kids. You understand. So I can't make time when it arises. This ice cream is the best. Mint chocolate is my favorite. Mint chocolate, eh? I said you'd been my ice cream if I would leave her alone to talk to some more. Wow, look at the size of this crowd. Because it's so warm out today. Anyone selling ice cream is sure to make a ton of mirror. You know, looking at all this kinda makes me want to eat everything they've got. Still getting hungry. Which reminds me, I made you a promise. Promise. We got the rest of us mates in the castle, you were all sulky and pouty, and I said I'd buy you some ice cream. I do remember the most trivial things. As I recall, I also made you a promise in the rest area. Yeah, I guess you did. Why don't we wait for the day to settle down a little bit first? Anyway, you can walk around some more and then go to the rest area behind those doors. And I'll buy you some ice cream. Okay. Okay. It's gonna look beautiful today. She could be her. What it's like to live in the castle. I don't know. Rumors might be rumors, but it still sounds good to me. Hey, I'm cutting a knife. And she was taking its sweet time. One double chocolate mint coming right up. Thank you very much. Well, you can say and see quite clearly that business is indeed booming. You think I'm a kid? I'm not going to eat that. Once they're going to start recruiting the Royal Military's chain of command, reconstructing. Do some more. They put someone with some brains in command. You can only hope that. Oh, you're not, are you? Well, then I guess I don't mind your old man eating it. Classic. Look at the slime. What's it for? Ice cream, for all things. But hotter today than it's been. Nice cold refreshment time. Or something else. Yeah, it is. Actually, everybody and their mother is out. I'll pick up some of the latest fashions after coming all this way, you know? Okay, talk to you. Alright, time to hit up the department store. And just look at the sheer amount of fucking people around. What the coup d'etat? It's pretty serious, but the Royal Guard and the Razors put a stop to it. They're wondering about the Royal Army, though. Reception is over, so I'm gonna go look around the city. This is the famous Museum of History, eh? Where's the celebration first? Then it's museum time. You were told to learn more about the world around you, you know? I mean, that's a pretty difficult point to make. Where did Professor Alba get off to? I had a question for him about his special study course. Maybe he's out celebrating, hoping that he can get something for free? Basically. Poor sucker. It was lively outside. With the finished work, I might go out there and get a bit lively myself. Maybe, in truth, he was a party animal all along. He did it very well, didn't he? I really was surprised when I found myself stuck in Rosa with no way home. A lot of things happened in my absence, but the museum is thankfully still intact. I mean, I imagine it wouldn't just burn down in a day or two if you're not there. You would hope, at least. So the airships are moving at long last, and they can get back to Rosa. We wrapped up in a coup d'etat before we even knew what was going on. It was kind of a shock. To everyone, woman, to everyone. More prisoners have a safe and enjoyable flight. Well, the landing port closings have been on account of this coup d'etat, I suppose. Makes sense, but if the general populace had known that was the cause, sure there would have been mass hysteria. Which is maybe music going back to reading. Yeah, I like the music in this game. It's one of the few game soundtracks I actually have on my phone to listen to when I'm, going around. Yeah, look at that. That is new. That's new and exciting. Just that, despite it all, we're still able to hold the birthday celebration. There's so much new cool stuff I can do now apparently, and I have not the single clue in the world how to even set that up correctly. But I swear to God, I will find the time to read that up and get better. Did you design it? That is definitely not one of mine. It's too good. So nice to finally get back to some real work. To win back our customers' trust. So please don't ask me where that comes from. I need the airships back on track again. Maybe I can get some work done. I need to take a really deep, long look at that and see what I can actually do. And then maybe start doing some extra designing on my own. Especially now at that size, I can probably get away with some more or less slapdash work to begin with. I probably won't be able to tell. Yeah, but that is for... Can't believe I'm here, right up next to the RSA, after everything that happened. It's absolutely magical. Hey, it's you guys. Oh, me, Private Bram. Yeah, took a letter delivery request from me at Fort Wolf, remember? Indeed, to your sweetheart. Yeah, I remember now. How have you been? Eternally grateful. Thanks to the letter, I managed to patch things up with Faye. Good for you, lover boy. Good for me indeed. So you two are enjoying some alone time yourselves. But, yeah, I guess we are, but you know. So we both have some fighting to do. Best wishes to you, my friends. Yeah, it's up to you. Hey, asking if little Terry is still here. Little Terry is a bit of a come and goer. Chomp chomp. Can you resume tests on USA? But usually he comes back after a while. Get that new Central Factory engine for finished up. Was the result safe? Hope the project can finally move forward again. Alright, let's go! Everybody's more motivated now that everything is back to normal. We're almost done with the East Block too. I'll do the usual round. When you're big enough to work by yourself. But whatever. Just give me a piggyback. Makes me kind of nervous, standing around like this in front of the Rebonian embassy. It's an intimidating place. Leave it to the Queen's birthday celebration to bring out all the crazies, weirdos and heroes. Oh, this is just a small fraction of the people you'll find in the Empire's capital city. Crazy, isn't it? Can't imagine so many people milling about every single day. How can a city like that even function? Surprisingly well, actually. I would like getting the Harvest Moon games on my Twitch monitor again. I like doing a post-3 Astoria seasons, let me know. I will let you know. I'll actually take a look what's available, what our options are, and then we'll talk about that in more detail. In the birthday celebration, nobody really comes here. But we still need to stand guard just in case. In case a lost child or something pops up, we need to be there and be like, okay, I'll help you. That the birthday celebration is off to such a great start. Looks so happy, out on the streets today. Queen's charisma is quite a positive influence. I'm gonna miss this soundtrack though. I can tell you that much. I mean, I know, game is special. Probably not everyone's most favorite in the world, but really enjoyable for it and in its own little ways. So this is Calvert's embassy. I have to see the inside of it. I understand when I want to talk to you. It sure is calm, considering there was a coup d'etat not long ago. One of the department stores holding a big sale for the Queen's birthday celebration. All the latest brands and fashions are on sale, only for a limited time. Are you serious? I gotta get over there. Looks like they're having so much fun at the Queen's birthday celebration. Oh, sure is busy out there. I look like I'll get that nap I've been wanting. Might as well just hang on instead. The leadership's were a mess, so I missed the competition altogether. And it was because of Colin Richards' coup. I like that guy too. Sucks when someone turns out to be a backstabber. That does suck. In the heart. It's weird, more people turn out for the festives every year. It's crazy. Well, at least I have to really keep an eye out for mischief makers. Check the fun-loving out of them. You kinda have to. It's basically your job. Now, is anyone up here? Does not look like it. We go outside and talk to the people. LoH. Hey, why so serious? Just the first time I've had a chance to work with you like this. We do a nice job of covering one another. You know what I mean? Not each other all the time, so we couldn't pretty used to each other's styles, I guess. No, anybody home up there? Read between the lines, you know, was. I just gotta come out and say it. Nice neat inclusion, wish pretty twist Chelsea. I think you two make a very cute couple. Ah, I'm embarrassed. It's plain to see with the way you look at each other. I'm jealous. I mean, I'd kill for a cute boyfriend like him. Something wrong? Ladies. I really don't shop in places like this. I thought an analyst wouldn't stop going on and on about it though, so I had to check it out. Oh, hello there. What you doing, Shara? Shopping with colleagues. Been long overdue for a nice shopping trip after all. Not much of a chance these days. Still, I remember you used to take us shopping all the time. It was fun. That's right. When I was gone, the three of us used to go out all the time. Now, once we get back to Roland, then we do a little shopping together for old time's sake. I'll buy you an outfit. It's a congratulatory gift. Really, I'd love to. But take that. Praise the goddess. Being is safe and able to celebrate your birthday properly. Thank goodness for that. Because otherwise my sales would have been broken. Such horrible, horrible things are said about him. I think Duke Dannon is an inherently bad person. You know, maybe it's just me. Yeah, I think he's just, you know, special. Welcome. Take advantage of our birthday celebration memorial sale now. Need to know more? Just ask. But what if I don't want to? How much shall I do about lunch today? Otherwise never get a day off, even during the birthday celebration. Fair point. Oh, hi Philip. Hello again. Please forgive my lack of decorum. All my actions yesterday have cost His Grace much trouble. On that subject, do you know where we might find Duke Dannon? His Grace has requested himself to consider the claims made by the Queen, spending his days at the Abbey Royal Villa, isolated with his swords. Oh, is he now? And what brings you here, Philip? Well, I've been sent here on an errand to buy donuts for His Grace, you see. Oh, I see. Feeling he's not being completely honest about that. He's pretty clearly here for his own donuts, but whatever floats his airship. Come on, give the poor butler a break. That guy has to suffer Duke Dannon basically 24/7. If that guy doesn't deserve a sweet treat once in a while, I don't know who fucking deserves one. That's punishing enough to live. Don't take his donuts away from him. Ah, okay. Can't get my wicked tongue under control. I'll never be allowed to sell tea. I need to just bite it. Be nice. I'm going to teach myself everything I can about teas. Try to talk Fiona into letting me sell them. Shower that smug sister of mine is the real exotic tea girl in this family. He did say all to the traitor during the He did. Keep forgetting to ask Danton to order some teapots from the Republic next time he has a chance. Teapots have gotten really popular with womenfolk lately. I think they totally love it. Would say now. Probably they would. Thanks to that coup d'etat special, the Libra news has been flying off the shelves. Can't keep them even an hour at a time. They sell out so fast. Let me buy one then. Ding. Now we have done it all. Now we can take a rest. Okay, I'm ready to the rest area. We're pretty tired. Now sit down and take a break for a little bit. Let's keep looking around. We're gonna do this smart way. Just have some stuff I want to check out. Now, let's me be smart about it. I'm gonna make a save game in case I actually miss something. Which I don't think I do, but it doesn't really hurt now, does it? Time to take a rest. Yeah, I've been all over the place like that. Can't really take it out of you. I didn't get over feet for a minute then. For the moment at least, Ransel seems like it's genuinely at peace. You really think so? Just glad that we can leave it all up to Dad and everyone else, at least for today. Because I really think it should be his responsibility to begin with, since he showed up so late. Yeah, I suppose so. Maybe it's just part of his nature. Oh well, it's not like we can do anything about it. Check us out. We actually full bracers now. It means we're not beholden to any specific branch and can go wherever we want. Anytime a branch is short-handed to request help, we'll just take an airliner to get there. The newfound freedom will also mean greater responsibilities. Sure, but I think we'll be able to handle it. I mean, hey, we actually played a major part in stopping a coup. It means I'll never have to hear data going on about how it worries him when you're not around to keep an eye on me. Yeah, I think his days of saying that are at an end. You really showed him what you can do. Instead, I think I'd like to stay with you from now on. Yeah. Just get on my nerves? Oh no, nothing like that. What do you mean by stay with me? Just that we know each other so well and we can practically read each other's minds. I think we make a good team, and I had to break it up. I mean, like, for better business. Yes, Estelle. Pretty obvious. I was thinking you were going to tell me a big confession or something. Nothing. Forget I said anything. What was that all? Boy, just not out today, huh? There's nothing to be taught whether like ice cream, huh? My sweet, just like I promised, so you wait right here. Runs away. I don't think there's an ice cream stand over that way. Wonder if she... there's no way. Why, but I do invite your youth sometimes. Never good when the good music stops. Professor Alba. Been a long time since we last met, hasn't it? So much has happened lately. Things are finally settling down again. People truly thrive the most in peaceful times. Oh, something the matter. You look a bit pale. I thought you'd generally be in better spirits, now that you've attained senior bracer status. Speaking of which, truly must congratulate you on your success. Professor Al. Just Professor Alba, and even that is, you know, I like to call him Snake Eyes. I mean, look at those eyes. Snake Eyes. Long as, of course, I'm not being too forward in doing so. Since we first met, you have made me really uncomfortable. I'm a little more used to you now. Still get to shake a little bit whenever you look at me. Oh. In all the cases we've dealt with, there have been people who just forgot things. Always there investigating, whatever we've gone. So, well, if Professor Oak would redefine himself a bit, maybe. That would be a very different Pokemon though. That was almost a little too much. Really clued me in was Kurt's reaction. He lost his memories too, but he wasn't feeling so well when he was in the stands. You were right there with him. Professor Alba, was it you? Impressive, even with your cognizance and recollection being puppeteered, you're still able to piece it all together. Indeed, it was I. Allow me to clear away your confusion. Oh. You are. So I finally remember me, do you? Your heart wasn't tatters. It was I who rebuilt it. I who restored it. It's I who poured his soul back into that empty vessel. Power to twist the minds and memories of man. 7 snake apostles. The Anguis. One of them. Wise men. The faceless. See? It would be a very different Professor Oak. Not heard that name pass your lips in ages. Enforcer. Number 13. Black Fang. Joshua Stray. Behind all of this, it means Lieutenant Lawrence has to be... This is as you surmise. It's kind enough not to erase your memories of him. I'm surprised you were able to make the connection so quickly. Great, be pleased to know you were thinking of him. You here to finish me off? No, nothing of the sort. First phase of a plan went off without a hitch. Since half a moment to spare, I simply thought I'd come to see you. First phase. A seal in the old ruins. A gate which blocks the path to the ring. Wrenching it open was but the first step of many. Already there exists no means of closing it again. I knew this wouldn't be the end of it. What the hell is the Shining Ring? What is your little society after? You wish to know. Why don't you rejoin? Certain that you'd be able to return to active duty in no time. You look so glum. I can get you back into fighting form. Please spare me your blithering looks. I understand that you have a family now, whom you regard as important. I greatly admire your father, to say nothing of the girl you so adore. Even with him on our side, throwing those gifts away would be the actions of an idiot. Ring, Elden Ring. Just the Lord of the Rings. Ah, it's even better. It's a Shining Ring. New ring has appeared that we need to investigate. Maybe it's another one ring that's not one ring. Who knows? So I've come here to see you. I aim to offer you true freedom from our association. Thanks for the integral role you so perfectly played. It means that I must congratulate you, Yotra. You're already a free man. I'm most grateful for the work that you've done over the past 5 years. But... no, don't be so boring. I was expecting a bit more cheer out of you at hearing such news. Shining ring. The ring going like, here's Johnny. Basically, yeah. Perhaps there's a flaw in the design of your emotions. Been helping you? What kind of bullshit are you expecting me to swallow? Oh, pardon me. Completely forgot to tell you. I never intended you to be an assassin, but rather a spy. Oh. Society abandoned you. We played on the pities of a noble-hearted man. It worked. You've given a loving home. While you were there, our contracts would check in on you from time to time. You'd tell them everything. We were particularly interested in your reports on the movements of the Bracer Guild, as well as your intel on one Cassius Bright. Of course, you wouldn't remember having done things such as that. You were not yourself at the time. Cassius Bright, S-rank Bracer. He was the foremost impediment to the success of this plan. While certainly would be quick to act in order to stop any coup d'etat that would occur. Through a detailed analysis of his behavioral patterns, we finally devised a plan that would lead him out of the country, out of our way. The intel you've unknowingly been feeding us has been most useful indeed. So I must thank you again. The past 5 years have been an inestimable help. No, you're lying. Probably not. You have to be lying. I'm pretty sure he's telling you the truth, just to fuck with you. Hey, all that time spent with Estelle. Why are you so sad? Your faint ignorance not earned you a beloved family, as well as a happy home. Say nothing, you will never know. However, it's the sort of thing that might weigh heavily on a fellow. And your fellow members of the Bright Household are such good people. Perhaps a little too good for a monster such as yourself. However much you may model your behavior after a normal, decent person, you know such thing. Hello, little Snowy. Welcome. As you have noticed, your ability to reason through and execute a solution to a problem, under the circumstances, physical strength and reflexes, better than an entire squadron of normal soldiers. I'm my greatest creation, my human weapon, the sword, what you truly are, the Black Fang. 10 anime moments. Basically, yeah. It's like, is this a betrayal? Yes, this probably is. Although not a really shocking one, anything about it. The relations are kinda unfriendly, to put it mildly. They have no place in the lives of normal people. You'll never be happy in their presence again. You can't be. That comes too much for you? You're always welcome to return. Grandmaster Society of Souls. Back to Ouroboros. And there we have a very nasty revelation, isn't it? Also, I think it's against the law to brainwash children, last time I checked. Richtig, my punishment. Sister Löwe. Hey, what do I do? You can probably tell the family the truth and they're gonna be like, meh, no problem. Look at that, it's a new model. It's a little Estelle, but she's now carrying 2 ice creams. I don't know how to face him after all that. Kept him waiting for way too long. It's getting late too. Such an idiot. I need to learn to think before I open my mouth. Don't you just figured me out. Better cool down. I feel like I'm stuck in permablush mode. Still. I thought I might find you around here somewhere. Hey, Professor Alba. Fancy seeing you here. Indeed. Actually, just speaking with Joshua. Congratulations on your promotion to senior bracer status. Thanks. Something wrong? I don't know, something just seems different about you. But you're looking so cheerful. Okay, you've got me. Well, the truth, I've made several major advances in my archaeological research. Buy you if you want. Digital Steam. Suddenly you have money. You're suddenly very rich. I mean, I'm not going to stop you from doing so, but I'm also not going to say like, yeah, do it, go ahead. It's your decision, man. If you want to, sure. I don't want to force you in any way, shape or form. That would feel wrong. But I can tell you, if you can, if you do give it to me, I will play it. At least that much I can tell you. Fair is fair. I would say, let's put me in a good mood. Professor Alba is such an asshole. Hey, that's awesome. Oh, sorry. The ice cream's going to melt, so I better get going. See you later. I do love that they have little models for that, actually. Please, 233 monies. That's nice. And he's like, okay, okay. I see. That's his Brett's daughter. Which is going to be quite a lot of fun. Will she now? Hey, sorry it took so long. Super crowded there, but I've returned with our valuable loot. Cool, thanks. We can eat like kings. Yeah, I'm talking about earlier. Yeah, I went to villagers for that. I didn't mean to be so vague. It wasn't an appropriate time for confessions, you know? Yeah, sure. Didn't really mind so much. And I give it some more thought, it seemed kind of silly to try and rush things. Maybe senior bracers now. This means that we have different work to focus on. We'd have to really consider our future prospects. I forget that we'll have to think about raising children. Which would mean maxi times is there. Think about this maxi times. Then you're going to start blushing like a bitch. Just stop getting so fired of myself. But it's evening already, so why don't we eat our ice cream on the way back? One's probably waiting for us. Hey, Joshua. What is it? There's something you wanted to discuss about the future? No, what would give you that idea? Go on, let's get back to the castle. He deflected, brutally honestly. I am the weirdest guy on earth. Are you? I mean, I guess it depends on the definition of weird. Because I've seen some weird shit. And some weird habits of people. As long as there. You've been completely on edge for a while now. I mean, quite literally, I've seen people who are like, the only way I can really enjoy my pizza is eating it on the toilet, because that thing just hits right through from mouth to ass so fucking quickly. I was like, okay, I would just not eat something that you apparently cannot handle and stop eating it on the toilet, please, because that's fucking disgusting, but meh. Who am I to judge? Who am I to judge? Something on your mind? Yeah. Hey, Shara. Do you think Joshua was acting weird at dinner? When he was acting weird, I'd say it was you. It was as calm as he ever is. Well, yeah, but... Hey, I get it. Get what? Secrets for me? Thinking about it, but I was wondering if you'd ever admit it to yourself. Kinda falling for Joshua, aren't you? I am a wall. I am saying random things. Fair's fair. Speak more random things then. Feel free. I'll try to make sense of them as far as I can. You can tell. Pretty obvious. Sorry, Ann. I'm guessing you haven't told him anything about this. No. He was always picking on me, telling me what a dope I am. I should be criticizing anyone, I guess. You're so naive. That's a wonder how you've lasted this long. I need to learn to look a little deeper. At least I was ready to begin your education in LoH still. Do we have to go through this again? I'm asking you for advice again. Good still. Very good still. Whiskey or vodka? If you're talking about whiskey, yeah, whiskey. Whiskey before vodka. Just kidding, I'm sorry. I don't mean to tease. But you guys set out just when puberty was about to hit. So illogical that you would start picking up on feelings for each other. Oh, I think so. Running together just seems like such a petty reason for that kind of thing. We've gotten a little more self-aware since we started all this. This isn't like me at all. You're the proverbial flower that refuses to blossom. I am drunk. Well, congratulations. I had very much wished yesterday I was drunk because that was getting to me. Oh well. Continue then. Continue drinking. Some fun. Enjoy it. Every girl feels that way. Who's there? Oh no. It's not there. What has happened? It's a little strategy remember doing things again. What has he done? He has gifted something to the Terry. He has gifted a subscription to the Terry apparently. Well, that's what my thing says. Giving a sub. I'm assuming that's a net positive for the little Terry. So the little Terry should say thank you. If he doesn't say thank you, just tell me. I'm going to, go over there, get the whip and go like, okay, Terry, we've had this conversation before. Time for whippings. It's really cute. So many new things that I have no idea how they actually work and what they actually signify happening at once. It feels like, the very, very beginning of streaming when everything was still new. Sitting here like, oh, all giddy. This is interesting. I really need to read up about this now, though. I think. At least that much, I think I'm owning to the people. A friend asking me what your opinion on Ukraine and Russia. I mean, there's really not much to debate there. The only 2 points are this. We don't any longer live in a time where the victors can just write the history that easily, so no matter what, Russia will always be the aggressor in this conflict. That's basically what I say. Do you want a military annihilation? Yeah, language is difficult on that. I would have to decline. My knowledge is mostly focused on equipment and techniques from the First and Second World War, and not much else. I mean, maybe we could go up to the Korean War. I don't think there's that much difference from that point on, basically. In warfare, the basic tactics have been there. But yeah, my opinion, Russia has basically overstepped its boundaries quite a bit, and played very much on the fact that the West would do what it usually does, ignore Russia's antics and ignore the East in general when it does shit. But it hasn't. Now we find ourselves in a new situation. Kind of interesting, actually. To give you an example of what is so interesting about this time, Germany, for years and decades even, one of the nations that very much refused outright to invest any money basically into their military complex, out of tradition at that point basically, has just recently invested like €100 billion package into that same complex. Now normally that is what gets people sweaty, because you know, Germany militarizing itself is usually what's making people sweaty, but now everyone in the NATO is like, yeah, this is awesome, this is pretty good, yeah, Germany, go for it. Strange times we live in, really strange times we live in. Let's just hope that this is not the opening act to more that nonsense. Because if we go back to the time of arms races, that would be fucking stupid. I'm not putting it above our politicians to do precisely that, because fuck that. Go back 80 years, people were like, oh fuck. Pretty much, yeah. Heck, go back 60 years. To the 60s and the 70s. If at that point any German politician would have started being like, yep, we are going to massively invest money now into the military again. We need to really, really modernize it, enlarge it, get it equipment. Everybody would be very, 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 very nervous at that point. And be like, Germany, are you sure that's a good idea? Maybe not. Because people were really happy that we weren't doing anything like that. Heck, our military was in a fucking disastrous state. Jesus fucking Christ. I think out of all of our submarines, which are not many, we have like 4 or 5, 6, something like that. It's really not many. Just to give you an example, I think of all of them, like 80% of them are at the dock, needing basically in unending repairs, stuff like that. We really weren't, or aren't, technically speaking, much combat capable at the moment. But all of that is going to change now. Isn't that great? I have some doubts. We'll see how that one ends, shall we? I'm gonna lecture you, I'll talk about this with you if you are not ready. But if you are, then let's say we have some girl talk. Please do that in the next game. I never told your fortune. Yeah, okay. I'll listen to whatever you have to say. Okay. Right, time for your lesson, my prodigy. No, still, makes you just move to tears. Second thought, never mind. Thank you. I do feel a little better. I'll go see Yosha for a bit. Except this one won't be the war to end all wars, not meant with the context of World War I. No. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna become another great war. I think the chance of us in our lifetime experience another great war is very slim, because before it comes to a state where we can call it a classical great war, bombs will be thrown of the atomic and nuclear kind in general, and that will be the end of that. Yeah. See, that's the difference. That's the war to end all wars, as compared to the Great War. The war to end all wars is a war that will end all wars by the simple fact that nobody will be left standing that has the capabilities of doing war. Indeed, it would also end humanity, most likely. I mean, most of humanity. We are pretty damn tough. We can probably come back from that, even if At least around roughly 100,000 or so you need to keep the genetic variety up. As long as that much is left, we can start again and probably do the same mistakes again. Ugh. We're really not smart, aren't we? Yes, it is not like we all going to die. It's just that a lot of us are going to die. Especially from the long-lasting effects. I'm not saying, you know, that just because a few atom bombs are dropped over the world, everybody's going to die immediately. I mean, some will, the blast. But, that's gonna have a lot of long-lasting consequences, though. Especially now, we already have problems producing enough fucking food. What do you think happens if we actually destroy that much good soil? That's not good. That's really not a good idea at this point. I don't want to see what sort of after effect that had. Probably a lot of follow-up wars then. People quite literally starving. Just wanting to get something to eat. I mean, at this point in time, it's just a problem that it's very rampant in Africa, and you see how peaceful Africa is. Imagine that worldwide, that would be fun. No one. I want to tell him. Not about that. I mean, there does seem to be something weird going on with him. Let's see what's it about first. Oh, well, you seem to know him better than anyone else. But everything will turn out just fine between you two. You can even just have a nice, calm discussion with him and be open about what's on your mind. I don't think I'm quite that ready yet. Okay, I'll see you later. Wing. There runs the little Estelle. Young love. They'll probably be fine. Hey, they're not here. Yeah, that's in some meeting, I think. Where's Joshua? Joshua? Ah, he's out playing somewhere then. Going by the melody, yes he is. By yourself today. Indeed. That sounds so pretty. Who's playing it? Yeah, he's never played harmonica for you before, I see. It's Joshua. Joshua, you know you could play the harmonica. Good. Yeah, he's alright. Clumsy to play any kind of instrument myself. I could have that kind of talent. Jeez, that's clumsy. What does that make me? Don't think about it. Music takes me back. As if I heard it back when I was a kid. Really, but you're originally from Revenue Village, right? Yeah. I got his little sister there. Name's Misha. Hey. Oh wait, you've got a sister? Yeah, I've got a sister. So what? Ain't Brother of the Year or anything like that. That's what you're implying. Damn, it's little Terry. Look at that little Terry. Look at what happened to you. You look special now. You know why you look so special? It's all a little strategy, Mama's grand strategy for you. I have to say thank you to him. Very much so. Don't never go home. But I guess maybe when I get some time I can drop by for a visit. I've successfully discovered that the gospel thing Colonel Richard was using. The investigation of the sealed area is complete, and I've returned to Zeiss to run a full series of experiments on it. That's weird, I'll give you. Like nobody knows where or how it was made. Indeed, can't determine its true form. May never learn the meaning of the events that occurred in the sealed area. My academic instincts are tingling, just thinking about how important an artifact this truly is. Tingling is really good. Just going to wrap up in it that you let yourself get kidnapped again, okay? Of course. I'll take every precaution. Even made certain the gospel itself has been placed in Cassius' care. No safer place for it, would you not agree? Yeah, that's about the best you're gonna get. Yeah, enough. He's a fucking S-class Bracer. Pretty sure he will be able to take care of that. It sounds like it's coming from outside. Maybe you should set a garden terrace? Aha, game, so you're not just gonna let me run around, eh? Of course not. Of course not. I can get away with just running into you. Look at me. I can get away with that. Yep, the princess baked some tasty desserts earlier. Yeah, scrumptious indeed. Please try some. It's glad everything went smoothly at the Queen's birthday celebration. Don't let any other Colonel Richard rise to power ever again. In the Royal Guardsmen, Colonel Morgan and Colonel Cassius will make sure to set things right. Stella, will you come take tea with me? Just finished baking some tasty treats to complement it. Yepsh, it will sweeten the deal. Sorry, Chloe, I'm having a rush at the moment. I see. Find him, please bring him as well. We can all take tea and dessert together. Right, yeah. Yeah, okay, thanks. Nice offer. Oh my, how long have I rested? There are so many things I must do. Seems I shall be forced to part with my dearest Claudia again as well. Yeah, work waits for no one. Majesty and the princess reunited. Everything feels right again. All in balance. All thanks to you. I express my gratitude enough for all that you've done. See, even the headmaid likes us now. We are good at what we're doing. Very good at what we're doing. Now, let's run outside because he's obviously not in here. There aren't really that many places where he could be, to be fair. Probably better to drink something, because there's probably going to be a lot more reading. Ah, better. Hey, so. Nice night, isn't it? Yeah, where's that song again? The Whereabouts of Light. I've lost a lot. This song and this harmonica have always been with me. I've been thinking about why I play it. Maybe it's a habit I should quit. I think I want to tell you. I was doing before I met you. Okay. This may take a while. Do you mind? Not at all. I'll listen to whatever you have to say. Thank you. Dad, yes, animations. Once upon a time, there lived a little boy, all by himself. Oh, it's story time. That's gonna take a while, isn't it? He was the timid sort, relying on the kindness of others, without a single redeeming trait. But he had people he cared about with him, so he was happy. One day, something happened that broke his heart. Not how to speak, to feel, even to eat. All he could do was play his harmonica. But the hard his caretaker tried, nothing helped his heart to mend. He grew weaker by the day. One day, a wandering magician appeared before the boy. I'll heal the boy's heart for you, he said. Provided, of course, I am compensated. So the boy was given over into the magician's care. He attempted to piece the broken heart back together. The magician found that he could shape the boy's existence into anything he wished. So the boy's new heart became that of a murderer. For 2 years, the boy killed every single day. By cover of night, he murdered dozens of soldiers, slit the throat of a national cabinet minister under heavily armed guard. Sometimes he used explosives, which maimed and killed innocent bystanders. At some point, he became regarded as something more than a mere killer. He was known as the Black Fang. The name stuck free into the hearts of men. Pretty cool nickname though. One day, the magician gave the boy an assassination order. His target was a hero, a man who had protected his queen and nation from the threat of an invading northern country. He was a bracer who held a special rank shared only by 3 others in the entire land. But the target was too strong. He defeated the boy with all the ease of a tiger swatting at a playful cub. At that moment, some of the magician's servants showed up. The boy's face had been seen, he was now a loose end to be tied up. Someone came to his aid, drove the attackers away. It was, of course, the man he had come to kill. So the boy was taken to the man's house. He met a young girl. He lived there for 5 years, always feeling like he was lost in some wonderful dream. In the real world, he would never be allowed to have such dreams. All dreams must end at some point. Time was drawing near, and reality could be avoided no longer. That's the end of my story. Thank you for being patient with me, listening. Is all that real? Every syllable. My heart is broken. Hands will always be stained with blood. I failed in the assassination of your father. I've become betraying you for a long time. Boy can't be saved from his real purpose. His presence alone seems to bring disaster and misery. It's just tainted. Boy set out on a journey. Hopes that he may keep his misfortunes from the ones he holds dear. Will find and stop the foul magician who created the life he has led. Oh, the last remnant of my human heart. Won't be needing it anymore. I want you to take it. Hardly an adequate way to thank you for the last 5 years. Can't think of anything better. Say it stupid. Stop talking about it like it's a dream. Make it sound like nothing that's happened was even real to you. What difference does the past make? What is broken? What does it even mean? A fair point, actually. It can mean many things. Normally, a broken heart would just indicate somebody, you know, losing at the LoH game. But I think he means it a bit more in the literal sense. Look it. Into my eyes. I always seen that boy. And good times in bed. How much the boy is hurting. I always saw how hard he'd keep holding on. Yeah, sure. I love you. I mean, Yasha is a pretty cool character. I do like him, but I wouldn't call it love. But hey, I mean, still go ahead. Date. New little emotion. One would be an Incius who got rejected by Kronos. That is indeed a very much a broken heart. But it happens rather rarely, honestly. Kronos is just normally not one to reject me. And my advantage is like, hey, wanna play? And he's like, sure. To be fair, sometimes, you know, when I'm like, okay, can we play? And he's like, yeah, sure. And then he's like, oh shit, I remember the thing I need to do. I can't. I'm like, okay, chat now. Nah, it's just how it is, you know. Reality is reality. And sometimes things more important than playing games are around. But look at all of these little custom animations they have made for the characters. That takes actually a lot of budget to do. Even just with it. Just leave me on my own. Please won't just go away when you do. Won't let you. Family first, joy second. Indeed. That's how it is. I wouldn't hold it against him. Actually, if he would join me in playing games, then he'd sit there and be all nervous and be like all finicky, like, nah, I shouldn't do this. That wouldn't be fun now, would it? Like the Kronos as he is, you know. All happy, all peppy, loud and boisterous American. Kind of what I enjoy about him. Amongst other things. Oh. Getting a smoochy, little Estelle. But Dad, you're growing up so fast. Also, we get a new music piece in the background. I'm not gonna click this button. I'm gonna sit here for like at least 30 seconds and listen to the sound. You have to excuse me. And basically, I wanna take a drag of the pipe. To be fair. Correction, they are horny teenagers. Can only get better from there. Very slow. I like it. What was that? So bitter. Just a fast death thing, said that. Joshua, you could rape you quickly, don't you? From kissing to raping in like 5 seconds, Joshua's fast course. Quite literally. Don't worry, there are no side effects. Well, that, how to put it mildly, this escalated. Fucking much. Why? Why did you... Estelle, you shine like the sun. Time with you was the happiest, and the most painful I've ever known. As the brightest light casts the darkest shadow. Stayed with me, find out just how disgusting my true nature is. Sometimes I think it would have been better if we'd never met. Ooh. And this time is different. I'm grateful that you came to see me. I hate that I have no run from a girl who's so important to me, but that's all I can do. I want you to know that I'll always be thinking of you. Joshua! Thank you. Everything. Had me from the first moment I met you. I've always loved you. That son of a bitch. Bye, still. You can't just tell a woman, starting from, you can't just tell a woman who just told you she loves you, that you love her too, and expect her then, you know, when you run away, to not start fucking walking after you. Ever quicker. So she starts running. Like, I'm gonna catch this motherfucker, and I'm gonna get some of that good old-fashioned dick in me, quickly, basically. There he is again, little Terry. Now then, I wonder, will this song too get me into some copyright problems? One way to find out. That was a long journey though. I think over 40 episodes actually, now that I'm thinking it through. Well. You guys know what? I show speed is how speed. Whatever that's supposed to be, I don't know. Explain, little Terry. Explain a lot. I'm wondering the same. Is that a concept? Is that a person? Someone I'm supposed to be knowing? Got a guy just drinking. I would like a drink myself. Password should leak his IP and email to 60k people. Well, that's gonna give him a lot of posts. I managed to get a virus all in one stream. That's actually fucking impressive. I don't know how he did it, but I mean, he seems to be going for a Darwin Award himself. He's scared right now. Well, he should be. That's not usually something you should do. So how the fuck did that guy get fucking 60k people to view him? Why don't I have 60k people watching me? That's mean. But don't come over here. Bastard. Legend of Heroes, Strange in the Sky, first chapter. Been indeed. Save clear note. I know what a clear data is game. I'm not an idiot. Yeah, hey, what good reason to be scared. Airship. Oh, it's your shape. Who did I say? I mean, if you name your fucking flagship, finish the game. Indeed. This is basically the nice little video you get. Ah, don't worry. The second chapter is basically of the same quality. And longer. There's a lot more NPC talk in this. That's why I'm actually thinking of I'm probably not going to do another Rails game of reading you all the NPC text, because that is really killing me. I'm gonna comment on what the NPCs say, but Jesus fucking Christ. That was a lot of reading, let's just say. Now then, we have finished it one. I'm thinking of actually taking a short break, like 20 minutes, so I can go, you know, to the toilet, get myself a new coffee, then playing some Paradox game. How about a little strategy, remember? I want to set up a game and play for another hour, 2 maybe 3. And what's your pleasure? Feeling more Crusader Kingy or more RT? RT of Iron? How you shall be then? If you want, we can watch on the side the last few parts until 10 of that very special saga that we started with the Chronos. We can use that as a bit of background entertainment, if we must. If we must indeed. Credit increase crossbar. Oh, that sucks. Assholes. Well, maybe in the future. We shall see, shall we not? It also means that I now actually have one good opportunity, don't I? Because you see, actually we have finished our Saturday project last Saturday, and I was about to start a new one on this Saturday, but since I now have well, I kind of told the Kronos that already, and he kind of was like, yeah, do something special when you get affiliated, and I was like, okay, what did you do? It was like 24-hour stream, and I was like, okay, gonna do that. Yeah, that's then gonna be happening on this Saturday, because that day is fortuitously actually open. So, something to look forward to. 24 fucking hours of that. Which is not going to be a continuous 24 hours for one single reason, and that would be YouTube. And I've actually read up on it. YouTube basically allows a maximum of 12 hours. Then they basically start cutting from the beginning again. So if I do 24 hours in one single stream, what YouTube does is going to start cutting. We're going to have a two-parter actually. Basically an 11-hour, 55-minute or so first part, and then an 12-hour second part, basically. But yeah, that's gonna be a thing. That's happening. I'm actually somewhat looking forward to it. I don't have tried that yet. I think the longest I've ever streamed was like 11 hours. Probably. Like Attila, I remember that much. I got really lost in playing Attila. Which is actually not a bad Total War entry, to be fair. I must admit. Yeah. For a moment, let me indulge in the moment of this, at least. Yeah, that's going to be the last time I'm going to see this. And just turn off antivirus. That's stupid. Very stupid. Hey, we have finished Trails in the Sky. It was a long journey, and we have done well, I would say. Of course, the game heavily teases that, like, I have a second part that you need to play. See, got locked. That's such a nice way to get yourself fucked. Good go. It was a nice and a very joyful little journey we have done here, haven't we? At least for me it was. I really enjoyed this game. It has a nice combat system and a story, and especially the attention to details when it comes to the NPCs. That's really deliver, I'd say. But there are some more games in the Legend of Heroes series. They're very old ones. I actually have those. Probably not gonna play those immediately, but you know, maybe as a one-off sometime. And as usual, I'm not going to immediately play the second part either. I think next in line we're gonna see... Maybe we'll start the first part of the Crossbell Saga at some point in the near future. That one's relatively new out on the Steam. So we might have, you know, take a look over there. Could get interesting. But I will take the liberty to sleep on that a bit longer. Now then, for the moment I shall take a break, as I said, around about 20 minutes or so, and then I'll be back, and I'm gonna play some Hoi again, and this time we're gonna try playing a bit Hoi with the strategy member, so that we can bring Havoc and or Fascism, or both, to the world. You know, good stuff, all the good stuff. Nothing but a good bit of fashion to rule the day. Oh, you can basically start it. As I said, you know, I'm ending it now, and in like 20 minutes I'm back, so basically, it's not gonna be long. So, if you haven't played much with it, you can go into the game and, I guess, play the tutorial, or, you know, get yourself a nice drink, go to the toilet, and then we'll start setting things up. I don't know if it can be played with the different launchers. We'll find out. I'm just going to go do the usual. Going to go into the multiplayer, set up a game. You go into the multiplayer and just look for the game. Indeed, you will do that, grab some snaggoos. But it wouldn't be me if I wouldn't do the normal outro after all. No matter what changed, that outro shall not change. I like my outro, I love it. As such, for the moment, right, literally 20 minutes or so, I shall bid you adieu. Have a good one at all of that, and, well, let me quickly see who has dropped a boy. First and foremost, on the YouTube side. Quite active YouTube side lately. I like it. We had, first and foremost, a little Crazy Dread coming by and comparing my antics very much to Crusader Kings. Like, yes, kidnapping people for their good. That's one aspect of Crusader Kings, definitely. Next, with Little Snowy coming by, and apparently Little Snowy is, well, busy being drunk. It's not a bad state to be in, to be fair. And that is it. Now we switch over to the new, enhanced site, that is Twitch. Very much cool new things. It's like unbelievable. Look at all of this cool thing. Well, first and foremost, we had a little visit by the Strategy Bomber coming by and staying, and he's going to join us with some playtime if it works out. That's what we're hoping for, at least. And we'll see how that works out. What sort of horrible nonsense we can bring over the world on the brink of what could potentially be World War II. Next, we had little Terry coming by, joining us for a bit, and, well, discovering something very interesting, basically. Because somebody apparently messed up royally, and, well, that worked splendidly out for them. And I think that's everyone I can easily name, at the very least. Oh yeah, Crusader Kings. Strategy member wanted to try Hoi, and Crusader Kings has apparently no cross-platform compatibility, so that's probably off the table, as long as it's not randomly free on Steam. Because I don't really want to... I mean, what we could do, technically speaking, if it doesn't work out, Strategy member, you can get Crusader Kings 2 for free on Steam. It's permanently free on Steam, as far as I'm aware. Ah, hello! Look at that, it's a little Reen. I haven't seen you in a while. And with that, I mean a fucking long while. Jesus fucking Christ. How are you? You come in just as I'm about to end it. Oh, interesting timing. Where was I? Oh yeah. Worst case scenario, we can actually just get you to download Crusader Kings 2 for free, and I'll set up a game and invite you because, well, sad I came in too late. Can join in Crusader Kings. Indeed you can. Everybody can join in Crusader Kings because it's literally fucking free. You can just get Crusader Kings 2 for free. And I have all of the DLC anyway, so you can play with all of the DLCs. You can get overwhelmed with all of the options you now have. But yeah, first we'll try Hoi with the little strategy member, and if it works, all the better. Then we're going to plan another session of maybe Crusader Kings tomorrow? Or maybe on Saturday. Actually, I need a lot of games to play on Saturday that I can play for a long while, and Crusader Kings is probably quite high on that list. So the latest then we can play it. Get to downloading, little Terry. Get to downloading indeed. Now, then, have I anything else? Did I need to announce? Oh yeah, actually I do. Because, you know, we have now more options of what you can do. Little strategy member. He has subscribed it. Yes, he has. Not only that, he also gifted one, little Terry. Isn't he a nice guy? Quite active, that little one. Yeah, that is everything that has happened. As for everybody else, on the more lurking side, do feel appreciated too. Pat yourself on the shoulder for a job well done indeed. And well, I do hope to see you all again in like around about 20 minutes. I'll go to the toilet, get myself a new coffee. Considering that it's getting rather late, maybe a coffee and gonna put some of that energy drink into the fucking fridge, just, you know, just to make absolutely sure that we get something. Keep us awake, active, And I probably need to actually do some shopping for Saturday then, because I'm definitely gonna stay sitting here for a long while, which means, yeah, probably having some easy to eat snacks at hand and some energy drink would probably serve me well in this particular regard. Anything else I need to say? No, at my newly clean desk, I can tell you outright that there is nothing. And even if something were to come up, I can just tell you about it. Well, soon-ish. Well, literally. But yes, that shall be it. Then, once again, have a good one, and